Mic check. I came in his name, I'm saved by his grace. By his grace. I came in his name, I am saved by his grace. 2,000 years ago, he died on the cross so he could show you how to live your life without sin and without lies. The devil took him on a mountain top and offered him every kingdom, would not stop. He said, Son of man, worship me. Come over, bend your knee. I said, I came in his name. I am saved by his grace. Surrounded himself with 12 good men, disciples is what we called them. There was Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, and they told the story after he was gone, how he was born and raised. It only took 3 days. In his name we are saved by his grace. I came in his name. I am saved by his grace. By his grace. Bink. Crystal Vinnerband! This one goes out to all you natural girls. On the day you were born, God looked down at the place you lay. He took a deep breath and he blew on the clouds, he blew them away. Heaven and earth he built it, took him just 6 days. Took him twice as long to make that smile for your beautiful face. 'Cause you're a natural girl. Tra-la-la-la-la. Sent a letter to Cadbury's, they made a recipe for your eyes. Took the twinkles from the stars, placed them inside both your eyes. For me, for me, for me. 'Cause you're a natural, actual girl. Tra-la-la-la-la. I'll work for days and I'll toil for hours and hours just to pay for your dress and all your wedding flowers. And your dress will be made from the finest silk threads. It will fluster the priest and turn every man's head as you grace the aisle with those curves and that smile, that smile. 'Cause you're a natural girl. You got actual curves. And your veil will be handmade by nymphs. They blushed at your beauty when they caught a glimpse of your legs, your arms, your feminine charms, those charms. Hello Sandra, hello Rich. 'Cause you're a natural girl. Don't you girls, you're beautiful. Someone send a message to my father up above and tell him I found this girl, the one I truly love. Cause you're a natural, actual girl. Tra-la-la-la-la. I'll climb the walls, climb by the highest steeple. At the top of my voice I'll sing to all the people. Found this girl I love, the one from above. Cause you're a natural girl. I climb the walls, climb by the highest steeple. At the top of my voice I sing to all the people. Found this girl I love, the one from above. Cause you're a natural girl. I write your name upon Venus, Jupiter, Mars. When you look up at night, you'll see your name is written in the stars. Cause you're a natural girl. Good afternoon, how you all doing? You're nice day on non-spinning station train flat plane. Some people. Music window, Dippy. I went into the back file ready to search. Where are we? Oh no. Close the back file. Hello, Luke. Something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo with so much space. When you're out there without a care, yeah. I was out of touch. It wasn't because I didn't know enough. Do crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly. Crazy. Some things are crazy. This one goes out to all you secret agents, you internet trolls, you abominations, as my heavenly Father puts it. This is to you den of vipers, you brood of vipers, a den of liars and iniquity. Yes. It goes out to you. There's men who lead a life of danger. To everyone he meets, he stays a stranger. With every move that he makes, there's another chance he takes. Odds are you won't flip-flop me tomorrow. To all the fake astronauts that didn't go anywhere but a Hollywood studio. Secret agent. To all the fake satellite companies that know they're putting them up on hot air balloons. Secret agent man, giving you a facelift, take away your soul. Beware of pretty faces that you find. A pretty face can hide an evil mind. Oh, be careful what you say, you give yourself away. Odds are you won't flip-flop me tomorrow. To all the fake porn stars, glamour models, you're all men, and I've jacked off to you I don't know how many times, but this one goes out to you. Secret agent man, you've given them a facelift and a double mastectomy. Swinging on the Riviera one day, lying on the Bombay all the next day. Oh, don't let the wrong word slip when you're kissing those flip-flop lips. Odds are you won't kiss me tomorrow. This one goes out to the 14-year-old schoolboy called Amanda, who gave me a love bite. Secret agent Amanda, you're giving me a love bite. You tried to set me to hell. Yeah, that one goes out to the schoolboy that gave me a hickey. I was pinned down. It was against my will. You was there, Father. You know. Fingernails getting annoying. That's annoying. I can't see them either. Where did I put those nail clippers? Dang it, they was right there the other day. I can't see it. Get off fingernail. I wish I could bite it. It's massive. Microphone. Dang it. Dang it, I had him the other day. I'll try again. I'll try and turn my finger sideways. I would like to leave this city. This old town don't smell too pretty, and I can feel the warning signs running around my body feels young, but my mind is very old. So why do you say you can't give me the dreams that are mine anyway? Yeah. Half the world away, I said there, half the world away. I've been lost, I've been found, but I don't feel down. And when I leave this planet, you know I'd stay. I just can't stand it, and I can feel the warning signs running around my mind. And if I could leave this spirit, find me a home, I'll live in it, and I can feel the warning signs running around my mind. So here I go, I'm still scratching around in this same old hole. My body feels young, but my mind is very old. So what do you say? You can't give me the dreams if they're mine anyway. Yeah, we're half the world away. I said they're half the world away. I've been lost, I've been found. I don't feel down. Oasis. Away, sisters. Away, the sisters. Oasis. Go on then, let's sing one for the big fella. This song goes out to God. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. A breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. Yes, you do. It's a new dawn, new day, a new life for me. Yes, it is, and I'm feeling God. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. Yes, you do. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossoms in the tree, you know how I feel. Yes, you do. It's a new dawn, new day, new life for me. And I'm feeling God. Dragonflies out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Fingers again. Whoa, 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 and sleep in peace when your day is done, just like a sardine. Hello, Anna Caesar. It's a new dawn, new day, new life for me. Yes, it is, and I'm feeling God. Stars when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pine, you know how I feel. Yeah, 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 freedom is mine. You know how I feel, yes you do. It's a new dawn, new day, new life for me. Yes, it is, and I'm feeling God. It's a new day. Oh, I didn't think you was going to get up. I thought you was going to stay there, doggy doggy. My little doggy doggy. My little doggy doggy. Oh, biscuit. One of them Sherlocks. Eh? Oh, biscuit. Right, that's you sorted. Oh, I better cover up the dicky birdie. Night night, fair Bally. I'll see you in the morning, Alberti. Night night, birdie. There we go. Now I'm sat nicely. Is that microphone close enough? I do believe it is. Keyboard, mouse, position. Wipe me eyes. There we go. Good afternoon, boys and girls. Good morning, good evening, wherever you live on a flat plane. Some people are not smart enough to work this out, you know? Water's level. You're not spinning. Just to mention a couple. JC said, don't cash your pills amongst them. Smart enough to work this out. Pause. Dink. Did it show a picture? It did. Thank you. Right, okay, let's come back to class. How you all doing? I hope you had a nice day. Dink. Who was first in class? It was Crystal Vinman! Hello, Crystal. How are you doing? My friend Or the Shepherd. Hello. Annabelle Vinman! The original. Ricky, welcome to the show. Amy,
Amy Alewine. I'm just at Moel. I'm Yale. What? I'm Yale Wine. I'm Yale Wine. Is that how you? I don't know. Is it Amy or Am? Hello, Sandra, Chris. Welcome to the show. Rachel, I think I said hello to already. Alpha, hello. Luke, welcome. Debbie Barrow, welcome to the show. Edmilson, how are you doing? Tim, hello. Did I say hello, Tim? I don't know if I saw that or not. I'm sorry if I didn't. Usually I say hello as soon as I see an orange. Jody. Jody's in the house. Upcycle Bob, Anna Souza, we already said hello. Brenda, hello Brenda. I think that's it. Welcome to the show, all of you. I had a nice day on the non-spinning stationary flat plane. I'll say it once more for those of the hard of hearing. It's all of them. And the skulls work perfectly when used correctly on a 50-50 picture. We are looking at the human skeleton as always. Why? Because it's my favourite subject. There isn't another subject that comes close to this because this one is provable using forensic science. What are you coughing at? Go and get a drink, you daft dog. Go and get a drink, Marley. It's provable in the courtroom. Everything I say and show. Pictures are admissible in a courtroom. So every piece of evidence I've gathered in the last 6 years is admissible in courtrooms. If there were more than two skeletons, forensics wouldn't work because when they get to a mass grave, no matter where it is, no matter who did it, they separate the bones into male and female first, and then they separate the size of the bone to determine the age, going down in size. This works perfectly. If there were more than two skeletons, forensics wouldn't work. If men didn't have big faces, if women didn't have small faces, it wouldn't work. Yes, I have done Woody Harrelson. I've done Cheers. So I did all the cast. I did Ted. I did Shelley. I did Rhea Perlman. I did Woody Harrelson. And then I did the other two. I don't think I did Cliff and Norm, but I did it. I'm the teacher. I do remember these things. Men have got bigger faces. Draw a triangle through their eyes to the top lip and you get a bigger triangle on the left than you do the right. It's common sense. You can literally see men have got bigger faces. Once you start to understand this, they've got further apart eyes, rectangles in shape. Women have close set eyes, rounded in shape, very open eye sockets. Men's eyes are buried into the socket. Bigger nose, bigger teeth, wider dental arch to match the far apart eyes and a square jaw, blocking that head off. A woman has a sloping jaw, pointed chin to match the narrow set eyes, creating the upside down egg shape to the head because she's widest in the hairline and a man is widest below the eyes. Excess of copyrighted material may, under certain circumstances, be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news reporting, teaching and research without the need for permission from or payment to a copyright holder, to the noddy holder. Bink, right, someone keeps asking me for where is it? Come here. I don't even know because it's Dutch. Here we go. Don't know how sure the biological test down the stairs is for a woman because she's a biological woman and blah, 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 blah. I have the same thing all the time. Like, Lou was a perfect example. She's a lovely lady, but she's automatically comparing her beautiful daughter to men, you know, and that's what you're doing. You're comparing yourself to men. It just drives me mad. Right, where's this request? It's a Dutch student that wants me. You keep asking for it. Where is it? I can't remember where it is. Pete, what happens at the edges of the disc? What goes past the edges? I've got no idea. Darkness. If it's God's design that he put bars and doors in the way that you're not getting any further than the edge or even to the edge, he'll do it by removing sunlight, heat and turning the extremities of the outer edges into what we affectionately know as space, minus 400 degrees or whatever, minus 220 degrees. It's enough to freeze anything. Where are we? I've gone off now. Where is that one? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. It's a Dutch show. Schlockenocken. I don't know. My mind's gone blank. Shows up, blah, blah, blah. Have I done Dog the Bounty on not on video yet? Well, I have, but it's buried. It's one. Hey, actually, we'll start with Dog if I can't find this Dutch TV show. Where is it? Oh my gosh, I'm looking through this and I can't find it. Oh, I don't know where it is. Your message has disappeared. Oh, there it is. Please, Shock NL. Shock. SCHHOCH. Shock. SCHHOCK. Shock. No. Netherlands. NL. No, you're winding me up. Shock. Where is it? Alright, I'm going to give it up. Please. Shock. I've spelt it right. SCHHOH and NL's Dutch. Trastarings. What is Trastarings? Trastarings. Google didn't even know what you want about, let alone me. Right, we're doing Dog the Bounty Hunter. Let's start there with Doggy. Where are we? Come back to me. Dink. Dog the Bounty Hunter. Dog the Bounty. It's a good choice, actually. It's very famous. His wife's a giveaway. What do they call him? Beth. Dwayne Chapman. Oh, he's a Chapman, is he really? He's a Chapman. Son of Man Code. What are the chances of it? I say he. I use the word very, 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 very loosely. Of course. Images on Dwayne the Bounty Hunter. Dog the Bounty Hunter Chapman. I got to admit, if you tried to tell me when I first started watching Dog that Dog was a woman, I'd never believed it. And I wouldn't have believed that. Is that Beth? Is that really Beth? Oh, he put some weight on, didn't he, Beth? He did put some weight on, didn't he? Do you know what it reminds me of? Anna Nicole Smith went from the jeans model to the rubber dinghy model. Right, okay. We're looking at Dog the Bounty Hunter. There's some great minces with a dog. Francie. Who's Francie? Is that a different one? That's not Beth, is it? Who's Francie? I thought Dog snuffed it. Did he not snuff it? That one. Double flip flop. At first look at your face, you're like, right, Dog the Bounty Hunter. Knees apart versus knees together, look. Diamond showing. No diamond showing. Knees pointing forward. Faces in the kneecaps. The daughter of Dog the Bounty Hunter. He's a big fella, isn't he? Him. Takes after his papa. Papa had a pair of Rolling Stones in his top. Dog the Bounty Hunter. Oh my gosh, that is a big triangle, isn't it? Look how far apart those eyes are. Where do you want me to start? Explain to me how Dog the Bounty Hunter's got close set eyes and the daughter's got the Sid the Sloth eyes. Explain it to me like I'm 4 years old, please. Oh, hello, Susanna. How you doing? Jose Mourinho. I'll do it next, Susanna. Where are we? Dog. Let's get bitch out the way. Not dog. I'm calling her by the wrong name. She's a bitch, not a dog. Bitch the Bounty Hunter. They don't care, look. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Do you know what body it reminds me of? Iggy Pop. It's like Iggy Pop with a goatee beard and long hair. Dog. Right. Bitch the Bounty Hunter here. So basically, you've got this bearded woman going round rounding up loose criminals. If there's any truth in the fact that she's a real bounty hunter. I know they show you it on a TV show, but that's exactly what it is. A TV show. You do understand that, right? That none of it could be real. That none of the arrests that this person makes are real. And that everyone is arresting is FTM and MTF. I've got no idea. I've never looked at that side of the show. But if it's anything like game shows, then it's not happening, is it, folks? You know? Dog the Bounty Hunter. And again, the Offset M look. When's the last time you wore a fair coat, Poncho? Never! And why wouldn't you wear the fair coat, Poncho?
Gay!
Pimp My Ride. Let's come back to you. Right, we're looking at Dog the Bounty Hunter. Look how deep the filtrum is on long top lip and thin wide lip on Beth. Dog the Bounty Hunter's got smaller teeth, look, than Beth, the husband. Oh my gosh. Who dresses them? Who dresses these people? Now look at this. Beth has forgot to cross her legs and Dog's forgot to open his legs. Look at the feet twisted outwards, look, towards 4 and 8 o'clock. Look at the feet pointed forward and the knees pointed forward to 6 o'clock. Remember, this knee is twisted over. That line does duty to the female Q line, look. And there it is. Again, explain it to me like I'm 4 years old. Because I know, through my own forensic research, that women cross the legs over when walking. I've examined hundreds and hundreds of photos of real men and women walking versus fake men and fake women walking. You only have to look at millions of these or thousands of these pictures to know that that's a man and that's a woman anyway. What's hard to accept is when you see it in real life, it's a bit of a shock. I told you, it's only happened to me twice. And I've been doing this 6 years. And it's only happened to me twice that I've literally spotted. I don't know if they're secret like these. These are secret ones, right? I don't know if the people I saw were secret. They might well have been open. They might have been just, everyday folk. And then again, they might not. They might be part of this big club. Well, I don't know how deep all of this runs, but I know there's a Masonic lodge in every... There's more than one Masonic lodge in every town, usually. And they run all the government things. They run all the... crumbs. 1 second. They run all the hospitals. They run the police force.
What level?
You're not... Pause. Open that one. There we go. Sorry. You live under tyranny. Literally, you do. You live under tyranny. Each country is occupied by a foreign nation, a foreign army that pretends to be our army. I can't believe that, or even the wars that I've looked at, they all look staged and fake. That's why they call it the theatre of war. I go back to World War II and I can see model ships getting blown up in fish tanks. I can see Fisher Price toys getting detonated by mini C4 bombs. It's a joke. It really is. There's like 10 hours of footage for World War II, and we had movie motion cameras. We had perfect cameras, not this grainy shite that they show us. We had perfect HD, not HD that we know of, but perfect clarity pictures. We're talking Wizard of Oz. Go look at the pictures of the Wizard of Oz. It was perfect clarity. Yeah, but all the film footage from the war is grainy and blotchy, and it's to hide the fakeness of it all. It really is. Um, and I do ask myself how many people die in these wars, and is it all Hollywood, Bollywood, Pallywood, whatever you want to call it? Is it all these things that they're showing me? I've got no idea. I just know that they've lied to me since I got here, and God gave me a way to see them. It's called forensic anthropology, and it's the greatest gift I've ever been given in the truth community, from the truth community. And bearing in mind, all my information come from these people. It's blended with lies, of course. God gave me discernment. But regardless of who the messenger was, I got the message. I now understand that God created two skeletons and he created us in his image. Forensic anthropology confirms what it tells me in Genesis about how God loves us all and what he did for us all. He created a food chain that replies and resupplies us all for free. But we charge each other to live here in his garden. We're in the garden of God. We're under his watchful eye, and we're all running around acting like abominations. Lying, cheating, stealing, having affairs, blah, 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 blah. We're all sinners. But hear me when I say, let him without sin cast the first stone. I dare you. I dare you, you two-faced, lying, deceiving brood of vipers, yeah, because you can't. I'd like to think that we were holier than holy, but we're not. We're sinners just the same, with or without this lie that they've done to us. We all did things wrong in our life. Redemption only comes through your foresight of what the future holds for you after this world. You think that you're dead. You think you're worm food. You think there's just going to be blackness. There's going to be great gnashing of teeth and wailing in people's hearts. There really is. They're going to be so upset they're going to kick themselves that they didn't recognize the glory in the kingdom. They did this to us. Look at her doing devil horns. Look right there. They did this to us because this is their religion. That's me in the corner losing my religion. And now we can tell by the distance in their eyes, just like REM told us. And most of you that have taken this on board and properly learnt it, my hat goes off to you. It does. I don't wear an hat, but if I did, if I wear it'd be a sombrero on Poncho Pete. If I did, I'll take my sombrero off to you. Just to say a big thank you to each and every one of you real students, you naturals that have embraced the truth. You know, someone asked me, what's my end game here? Why am I doing this? What's the end game? It's to teach the world that God exists. If you're not listening, you're not paying attention in class. It's to prove God to you, that he exists. And that Satan has always existed too and hidden himself in plain sight. You're the devil in disguise. Oh, yes, you are. The devil wears Prada, the wrong clothes. It's a kick in the teeth knowing that you've been lied to on this gargantuan scale. It's unholy what they've done. But I have the passion of the Christ within me. That I know I'm no better than these people. Oh, I haven't done any of this, but I've done my own sins. I've committed my own sins. And if I'd known the truth, I'd have acted like I do now. I don't hate these people. I hate the lie. You understand? I hate what's been done to them. I don't know if they're forced to do this. Maybe they're forced to do it. To carry on living this lie. I've got no idea. I can't tell you. I was born a natural boy in a natural boy skeleton, brought up as a boy. I wasn't chopped up and added to on a table somewhere, and then changed my name and flaunted myself as someone else. I don't know what that does to the human psyche, to the personality. I've got no idea. But I know what their masters have done to us and how they've changed our perspective on the world and taken away our spirituality and our connection to God. And I know not everybody believes in Jesus, and not everybody. It's not. Jesus said, "Don't worship me, worship the Father." When told you are a good teacher, he said, "No one is good except for God." And he lived a perfect life according to the 500 witnesses. And the only time he raised his hand was to a bunch of banking, unscrupulous thieves that were dealing out of his father's temple. They took over the temple, they took over the church, they took over people's minds. And they used TV to do it. They used this black box in the corner. It's an hypnotist. Captivates you for hours on end. For most people, that's all they do. Sit and watch TV. They get all the stories from TV. They believe everything they're shown from the TV. Mental. Absolutely mental. Anyway, I've been ranting. Back to this girl in the black cowboy boots. The short, narrow shoulders of a woman, the short arms of a woman, the wide hips of a woman, the outward and inward pointing feet and knees look of a woman, the straight legs, knees and feet pointing towards 6 o'clock with a space between the feet of a man. That is the simplest way to show whether you're a man or a woman. That's why these so-called transvestigators won't do it. The Illusion went and did a video after I called her out, but it was too late. I didn't even realise Sean already had been through the videos and found Gates. Faking your walk, just, again, hiding yourself is one thing, but faking your walk, well, that's another. You're given away by the Q angles. Even when a man tries to walk like a woman, because his legs are straight, look, he creates a different shape. His hips don't twist like a woman's do, look. They stay parallel. Even if Beth was to cross his leg in front of himself, he would still have parallel hips and parallel shoulders. It's the woman that twists and tilts as she walks. Wagunk, wagunk. Dog the Bounty Hunter, or Bitch the Bounty Hunter as I like to call her, is a woman. Her husband is a giant man, very familiar looking to Anna Nicole Smith, Marilyn Monroe, Mansfield. You could put loads of blondes, famous blondes, into that body shape. This one looks like Chuck Norris, don't you think? Very familiar to Chuck Norris. Here I'm seeing Dave Stewart from the Eurythmics. Dial M for Masons. A sharp A forehead. Small, high set ears. I'm seeing a wrestler as well. Is that an AI picture? We cut off Dog the Bounty hair. Hailing Satan in pictures, look. That's what this means. It's called the devil horns. They don't do it by chance or mistake. They're brought up hailing the one that gives them the jewellery, the clothes, the fame, the fortune. The imaginary carrot that you're teaching your children, they can get on telly. They can be a bounty hunter. They can be a footballer, and you're wasting your time and your energy. 70 years you get on earth, and, well, 75 they say. 75 Christmases if you're lucky to work this out. I worked it out at 42. No, 40. I worked it out. Yeah, I worked out the big thing at 42, but I started to work it out at 40, legal name. Spent a couple of years in legal name, and then everything just started falling into place for me. But this is the greatest gift out of all the things that I've learned. Flat earth, mud fossils, everything. This is the greatest one because it doesn't just show you who the liars are, who's done this to you. It shows you that all your big channels that you love and watch, it doesn't matter whether it's Kai Cenat or whoever, iShow Speed, they're all inverted, including your favourite bounty hunter. There are people out there that'll tell you it's not all of them. Tilted shoulder, looks a bit like Danny Trejo. It's the body type look, arms akimbo. There are people out there that'll tell you it's not all of them. I'll tell you as your teacher, it's all of them. It always has been all of them. And I can prove it using photographic evidence against them. The way they walk, the way they stand, the distance in their eyes. The size of the dental arches. We live in an inverted world where Satan has control over everything. The media, the radio, your mind. Oh my, imagine when you get to God and you've got that on your spirit. Imagine that. Imagine the ink tattoos onto your spirit, and when you leave your body you've got that ghostly image of dog. Oh my gosh, imagine getting before the Heavenly Father and he says, why you got a woman on your back? No, that's a bloke, Father. No. I put the letter M in women's foreheads. You what? Yeah, it's called the widow's peak. I put the widow's peak. It creates a letter M because the heads bellow outwards at the top. And then you realise that you've gone and tattooed a flip-flop onto your body. Right, we're done. Dog the Bounty Hunter walking. I do believe this one's on the list, folks. There's a nice one. Straight-legged Beth, look. Widest above the crotch. Look at the lines. Compared to Dog, who's literally giving you a full diamond, inline footfall with that beautiful shoulder tilt, lent into the walk. Here, tell me, who's got the bandy legs, look? And who's got the straight legs? A flamingo foot, you'd know it anywhere, right? Students, my students know it anywhere when they see it. And they know when a man's about to take a step down the stairs because his legs are straight. Unlike Dog, who's going to open them outwards. There's a man trying to walk like a woman, look. There's a real woman. It's a shame Beth's bag's in the way because that is a mega mince right there. Look at that queue line on here. God's left the ball in your court, basically. The discernment ball. It's in your court. It's up to you if you want to pick it up and play with it. But the minute you pick up discernment and start to think for yourself and learn things for yourself, this world is not what it seems. In fact, it's a million miles away from what you think it is and where you are and who you are. Most importantly, who you are has been removed from your psyche. Dog the Bounty Hunter's son. Is that his daughter? She's got big hips and trousers. She's doing a flamingo, and there's a beautiful diamond in there. And of course, Dog has also got a beautiful diamond. Separation of the knees, it's a woman. Knees together, it's a man. Look at the difference. Rule number 1 in forensics, you look at their knees. Right, we're done. Dog the Bounty Hunter is biologically female, proven by the way she walks and the great big Mankenstein bride that he's got. Opening a new window, search back file. Is it going to be under Dwayne Chapman or Dog? Let's put Dog in there and see if it finds Dog. whilst it searches, we'll open up the next one ready. Who was it? Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho. I should find it. There she is. Football manager. Is it Arsenal? I can't remember. West Ham. Something like that. I don't follow that flip-floppy game. The beautiful game. Snoop Dogg. It's found Snoop Dogg, but not Dog the Bounty Hunter. Give me a break. Oh, Marley. That's a stinky one. Jose Mourinho's a girl. Let me cut out Dog the Bounty Hunter. I used to love that show. I did. I used to watch it on Sky. I thought it was excellent. And now, as a grown man who can think for himself, I'm just like, I think they faked the arrests and the criminals, just like they fake everything else. 23 minutes, I was ranting on a Dog the Bounty Hunter. There you go. Let's upload that one. So there's Bitch the Bounty Hunter uploaded. There she is on meme. Let's bring up the memes. Create and drop Dog the Bounty Hunter in. Oh, there's a gate there as well. Let's take both of those pictures. Bink. As you can see, Dog the Bounty Hunter mincing, but not Beth. Dog the Bounty Hunter, or as I like to call her, Bitch the Bounty Hunter. Dog the Lion Bounty Hunter. Dog the Bounty Hunter. There you go. We're done. Let's get rid of that. No. For anybody who's new, I do have a training list. Bink. G2G Poncho. You go to the playlist there. And right there are the training videos. The playlist. Bink. Copper. Bosh. Teach it. Teach yourself forensics. Once you've done it and you know those videos off by heart, you'll see under your own steam that it's all of them. And it doesn't take a smart person very long to work this out. I train people in 20 minutes to see it. And they can't believe their eyes. A lot of them just, the look on the faces. I wish I could show you the people's faces that I do this to. Just the look on the face where the bemusement, the bepuzzlement of it. Like, huh? But it's like teaching a man to fish rather than fishing for the man, right? And that's what I want to do. I want to teach you how to fish rather than fish for you. Dog the Bounty Hunter, it's a girl. Thanks for playing CSI. Next, Jose Mourinho. Portuguese football manager. Portugal. Images. Well, she's been a manager all over, but I can't. I'm sure it's Arsenal, isn't it? Is it Arsenal? Oh, it's Man United. Oh, did he really? The Red Devils. Man United. Imagine that. Man United with women. Imagine it. She's got a big five head. Let's start there. It's a small face. Arched eyebrows. No brow bone, look, in the corner. The eye is open, look. It's a rounded eye socket. And the eye is visible. It's not sunken into the head like a man's is. The flat forehead. She's widest in the hairline. She got no chin bone. I'm seeing... Is it Jimmy Fallon? I don't know who I'm seeing. I'm seeing someone. I can't think who it is. There. Look at the open eyebrow. Is that you, Del? Zorro. It looks like a Zorro mask, doesn't it? She's got a small face. Reminds me a little bit of Putin. I'm seeing a little bit of Putin there. And Sadiq Khan. I'm definitely seeing more Sadiq Khan now. Let's go back. Look at the five head. Again, look at this chrome domium. Sean did a great post on it earlier on hairline moving, where they pull a man's hairline back to show more of the skull, and it looks so crazy because so much skull shows. Men's heads are so much bigger. Even though the woman has the bigger five head, a man's head is still bigger. It's because of the denser bone, I'd say. It just looks. It's like looking at a pit bull versus a whippet. Yeah, she's got a small face, a very small squashed face. Draw a triangle. It's tiny, look. She's got no trachea. And whatever this is, Adam's raisin implants, I don't know. Whatever you want to call them. Jose Mourinho walking. Let's put her on the list. Yeah, she's got no neck. Is that Ellen DeGeneres? No, it looks like Ellen DeGeneres. It's because that looked like a male gate to me. That's why. Right, let's go back. Jose Mourinho. What do you have for me? There's a nice flamingo there. There's another flamingo there, look. The diamonds there. Is that in line? It looks in line. Almost. She knows the picture's being taken. And here. That's a nice flamingo there. And another one there, look. Look at the thighs on this girl here. She's got some big thighs. There's a beautiful one. Gotcha. Jose Mourinho is biologically female, and so's this person here. It's almost looking at Mickey Rourke and his boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is. Beautiful diamond flamingo in there, and a full mince straight out of Forensics 101. I didn't think when I've started this that I'd end up teaching people the truth the way I do, but I want to say it's been forced upon me because no one else will do it. Full mints. So's this one, look. Full mints. All of them, look. They're all women. Ski Whiff Diamond in there, look. Mints, mints, mints. And this one's Ski Whiff just because he's moving over. I didn't think I'd be sat here telling people about human skeletons. I thought I'd be talking about flat earth forever. I really did. I thought flat earth was the end all be all of everything, but it's not. This is the biggest subject. That's why it came last. Because if I'd known how to do this, I'd been able to spot all the liars in flat earth, all the liars in transvestigations, all the liars in mud floods, and every other thing that they've done to us. They only want to tell you partial truth, not the whole truth. They still want you to believe in La La Land. That is a beautiful female Bigfoot. And another mega mince here, look. The hips give them away. Jose Mourinho is biologically female. Look at that tightrope walker. Are the pictures good at home? Can we see that? Yeah. Don't ask me why we never noticed this before. I can't tell you why. All I can tell you is that we know the truth now. We know that the whole world is a show, a stage, like the Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz was the truth encompassed with your legal name. And again, look, Jose Mourinho, mincing. It takes a few hours of your time to learn the gaits and what they look like. And once you learn the shoulder tilt, the short arms akimbo, the pear-shaped thighs look, the Y shape to the legs, the inline footfall. Once you understand all of this, it's like the jigsaw puzzle just finishes itself for you. Jose, what are you scratching at? Don't be scratching your eye. You cut yourself there, you div. I don't want you to cut that scab that's coming on. Right, let's open up the next one. Ready? Do we have a choice? Did someone give me some names? Let's have a look. Hello, Ryan. Didn't see you come in. Sorry, mate. I was deep in investigate. You know I don't look at the chat very often, don't you? Unless it comes up orange. I know you wrote it in orange, but I didn't see it, dude. Sorry. Jose. That's that one done. Jose. Let's do the next one. Tommy Laren. Who's Tommy Laren? I don't even know the name. Kevin Smith. It's Jay and Silent Bob in it. Haven't we already done them? Who was it? Tommy Laren. Tommy Laren. Oh, I think I've already done this one, yeah. Tell me, who's got the bigger head? Look how wide that face is. Look how long. Shut up about my head. It is normal. It is a nice head.
And welcome to Callum's Corner. Now,
I've had to say this a few
I've had
times
to say
now.
this a few times now, but this is the final time.
It's the final
I will say
time.
this. Shut up about my head. It is normal. It is
A nice head.
It
It does not look like a sodding Tic Tac. Oh, but it does. Oh, but it does. Jose Mourinho. Oh, I didn't cut out Jose Mourinho. What a divvy. 1 second. Jose Mourinho. What's happened there? What on earth? Oh, there. That was weird. That took me to a window I've never seen before on YouTube. That was really weird, YouTube. Where are we? Jose Mourinho. There you go. Right, it's done. Let's go to the next one. It was Jose, wasn't it? Yeah, uploading. Right, done. Next, Tommy Laren. Oh, I didn't upload. I didn't post Jose Mourinho. Where are we? Bink. Jose Carreras, Jorge Coronado, Abreu, Fidalgo. Who is it? Jose Mourinho. My bad. S. Where are we? Oh, now I've lost that picture. Mouse, please work. There we go. Jose Gordon. No. Why am I not seeing Jose Mourinho? Shut up. I know I've done it. Ron Rodriguez. Jose Rodriguez. Mourinho. There it is. Do you know what? That might need an upgrade, don't you think? It's alright though. It'll do. Jose Mourinho. That is an old one, look. Look how different it looks to the modern day one that I do. Post. Jose Mourinho. I could have sworn there was a better one than that. Oh, I've done him all again. Oh, why won't that click? Why won't that? What? Oh my gosh, that's not happened before. Why is that doing that now? Oh, there we go. Jose Mourinho. Done. Right, next. Tommy Laren. The girlfriend's got really pretty eyes and a long face, don't you think? Deep set eyes. Look at the brow bone. Look how that is shadowed. Look. No mascara needed. Just a deep dark line. That's why they invented mascara, to make women do this to their eyes. Brow bone poking in the corner. Short sloping forehead. They're feminized at the chin only. It's still a wide jaw. It's a big set of teeth and mouth. There's the jaw in full look. Feminized chin. Strong neckline. Let's have a look at that face. That'll do. Let me put this name in the back file. What is it? Tommy, T-O-M-I? T-O-M-I should find you then. Tommy, away it goes. Whilst we look at that, there we go. Big teeth, wide rectangular eyes, short slope. It's a big triangle look. It's not pushed and squashed downward. It's widest in the centre, not at the top. The domium is caving inwards, look. Size of her hips. Look at the pear-shaped woman. The bigger the woman, the bigger the hips. I'm telling you now. The neck alone, neck of Clark, broad shoulders, massive cheekbones. Tommy Laren walking, Let's add you to this list. There's not many gates. That's no good. That one's alright. There. Game over. It's a man. Final. Look at the state of them kneecaps. Straight legs, knees together, space between the... Hello, wildlife and fisheries. Space between the big feet there. They will wink their eyes and stick out their male tongues, look. Oh my gosh, that's terrifying, isn't it? Let's go back. Satan! Let's put Tom. Have I got Tommy in the back file? Let's have a look. Yeah, Tommy Laren. I've got 3 Tommy Larens, but yeah, so I guess it's all right. Let's have a look. Let's open that one. Yeah. Tommy Laren. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll take them ones. We'll take all of them anyway. Sure. Put them in there. Tommy Laren. Tommy Laren. You know, is it Tommy Laren? Did I spell that right? I ain't got no clue. Let me have a look. Yeah. Tommy Laren. Yeah. Laren. Yeah. Laren. Yeah, that's all I'll spell. Oh, done. Well, there's the 2 gates. There's one of them. I ain't seen that one yet. Let's go back. Apparently there's only that gate and another one. That one's alright. I know it's the wrong angle, but look at the space between his feet. Look, they're not in line, are they? That does not look like Abbey Road. That does not look like the Beatles walking across the crossing, does it? We are looking at Tommy Laren. Look at the size of that dude. There's a beast. Big neck, broad shoulders, strong jawline. I can't find the other gate though, Tommy Laren. There's only 2 gates. I found one of them, but I can't find the other. I don't need to find the other. It's done. Tommy Laren fails forensics. Let's put another one up there. Let's have a look. Who was after Tommy Laren? Down here somewhere. Kevin Smith. Have we already done Kevin Smith? Did you? I swear we did Jay and Silent Bob, didn't we? Or maybe I didn't. We'll find out in a second. Kevin Smith. I haven't done Kevin Smith. If I have, you wasted another 20 seconds of my life! Kevin Smith. No, you got me. Oh, hang on. Jay and Silent Bob. Silent Bob. I'll put Silent Bob in there. Nope, we're good. Let's come back. Kevin Smith's a good choice. We'll have him. Have hair. What was the last one? Jose Mourinho. Tommy Laren. Let me upload Tommy Laren. And we're good to go. Oops. A little bit more. Please grab it. Please grab the marker. There we go. Tommy Laren. There. T-O-M-I Laren. Laren. Sounds like Rowan, doesn't it? Oh, that's not Tommy. That's Tommy. Tommy. There we go. Tommy Laren. Create. Done. Next. Kevin Smith, otherwise known as Silent Bob. Oh my gosh! She put some timber on, didn't she, the girl? Girls with beards. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a woman. Wherever I put it.
Was there or wasn't there a woman? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a woman?
There you go. They like to tell you in the movies. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a woman. Kevin Smith, that's a big girl. Images. She looks like she got really ill there, doesn't she? Compared to there. Look at the eggheads on both of them. Sloping jawlines, pointed chins. Mouths perfect for eating hot dogs. Rounded, close set eyes. Kevin Smith. Let's put you in the back file real quick. 1 second. It might be under Jay and Silent Bob in the back file though. Kevin Smith. Let's have a look. Search. No, don't put the hashtag because it searches specifically. There we go. Okay. We're looking at Jay and Silent Bob. Both are women. I know it's hard for you to accept that they can grow a woman as tall as this one. But you only got to look at the basketball players. Okay. And you'll have an answer because they've got the same sloping jawlines. Tiny ears. High set tiny ears. Jay and Silent Bob. Kevin Smith. No cheekbones, small mouth, sloping jawline, no trachea. I can't really tell with the forehead there because she wears that cap a lot. But when you see her without it, look, she's widest in the hairline, not in the cheeks. Spreads outwards, look, on each side. It bellows outwards, look. You can see it more on this side here, look. It bellows outwards. And once you get used to seeing this bellowing skull that creates the letter M in it, this one doesn't, this one does, you start to see what I like to call it, it's a Mickey Mouse ear shape, yeah, is what you see. Male pattern baldness affecting the woman. Michael Cera, MC33, I haven't done him yet. Is that the wife? Well, he stands head and shoulders above Bob, doesn't he? He's got a neck. Look at that neck of clock, and then look at this. Just like with Jose Mourinho, no neck, but look at the wife's neck. It's like a plinth. It's a Scottish pine tree with a bowling ball at the top. We're done. Wow, he looks like, I want to say Al Pacino, but maybe it is Al Pacino. It's the Owl Eyes that are doing it. Ricky Gervais. It's Ricky Gervais I'm seeing. Right. Kevin Smith walking. We're done right there. She got a beautiful out 3 7 7 7 3 sevens, folks. Lucifer. Outward pointing foot. Full mince with outward pointing feet on each side. 8 and 4 o'clock. Beautiful. Do you know who I'm seeing? I'm seeing Robert Downey Jr. there. I'm seeing Robert Downey Jr. there. I'm seeing the porn stars. What do they call the fat one? Chib. I don't know what to call him. That's who I'm seeing. Chump. Or whatever they call it. Wow, she had some weight put on, didn't she? She never got past the baby fat. Having the baby, did she? Let's go back. We are looking at... Oh, look. You're going to put a great white in front of me. They just have to do it, don't they? Let's go back. There's a beautiful one. Full line. As close as the knees can get to crossing over. She's a big girl there. But she is a girl nonetheless. There was another nice one here. Where was it? Both of these. Jared. Oh, I love your work every time you get them, don't you? Every time you get them. Inline footfall, ski with thighs. Look at the pant twist. Right? I know you can't see it under that top, but I can see the whole hip is twisted because of the position of that knee and foot. He's a big fella in the background, wouldn't you say? Jay and Silent Bob. Well, Kevin Smith, otherwise known as Silent Bob, from Jay and Silent Bob. Do you know what? When I watched the film Dogma, I've laughed this. This made me laugh so much. It did. The stuff they get up into it. The idea behind this movie is there's a loophole for sinners and evil demons to get back into heaven as long as they pass through this church's gates before a certain time. And these people go on a quest. And you've seen Alan Rickman, right? I showed you Alan Rickman when he comes before this fella here. And he pulls down his pants and he says, angels have got no genitals. And he stood there looking like the FTM that he is. Alan Rickman. Alan Rickman, Dogma. Alan Rickman, Son of Man Code, Dogma. There, comes down as the angel Gabriel. There, before her. And then she's like, are you going to doodah me? And the angel says, no, I can't. Pulls down his pants. He says, I've got no parts. That is, oh, look at the duping delight. Absolutely, she's duping delight right there. Because that's what she looks like in real life. That's what she looks like in real life. Anyway, back to Silent Bob. I loved that movie. I really did. At the end, Alanis Morissette comes down as God. And you're like, but that's a woman. No, it's a man. Alanis Morissette is a woman only in your mind. It's a man playing a woman. Remember, these are all Baphomet. Okay, this is a woman with a beard. This is a man with boobs. This is a woman with a beard. And that's a woman who's chopped the boobs off. Stuck in this backward world that I live in, I can only imagine how many times God shook his head at me for not recognising the facts that are in front of me. Kevin Smith, we're done. It's a girl. Let's bring up the back file. Kevin Smith, he is there under Kevin Smith. There she is. Beautiful. Kevin Smith. Levin. No, not Levin. Kevin, Peter. Oh, I need a new mouse and keyboard. There we go. Let's get rid of that. Bink and... Oh, don't... I don't care. Who cares? It's a flip-flop. Done. Next. Kevin Smith off the list. Next. Who is it? It's gonna be... Where are we? Somewhere up here, was it? I don't know. I've lost it. There. Kevin Smith. Next one. Mike Judge. Who's Mike Judge? You're winding me up. Don't know who it is. Mike Judge. Mike Judge. American actor. Animator. Writer. Yeah, that's not a famous person. I'm looking for film stars. Next. Uma Thurman. Now that is a request, Edmilson. The Thurman. Son of Man Code. We haven't done him yet. I know I haven't. Look at that male face. There's no getting round it. I used to think she was beautiful. I did. And now it's just like, you're just a bloke. You're an ugly bloke at that. Where are we? Oh yeah. Upload. Kevin Smith. Silent Bob. There she is. Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith. Bink. Done. Create it. There we go. Back file. Uma Thurman. We'll put Thurman in. Uma should find him actually. Uma. Away you go. Not Ima. Dickhead. Uma. There we go. Mouse. Keyboard. Done. Right. Back. Uma Thurman. Kill Bill and Pulp Fiction. But Kill Bill in particular. Really. I loved Quentin Tarantino's movies. I thought they were amazing. But look at the neck on that thing there. Look at that neck. Look at the size of his ears. How low set they are. Broad, long shoulders of a man. Images. Uma Thurman made a good action star because he's a... Look at them clavicles. Sweet baby Jesus. I see a man. Instantly. And it's only through forensic training that I can just instantly look at them bones and you're a bloke. You're an absolute dude. I've got a place to put Mama's spicy meatball. I've got a place to put the meatball. I could fill those clavicles with water. Small budgerigars would come and bathe in those clavicles. Literally could bathe in those clavicles. We've got the broad shoulders of a man, the flat clavicles of a man, the bony flat chest of a man, the male trachea of a man, the male neck of a man. It looks like a Scottish pine tree, look. Imagine this is the ground, and imagine that's the tree uprooting out the ground, look. Looks like a pine tree. Square jaw, massive mouth, rectangular shaped eyes with a brow bone, look. They've tried to arch the eyebrow. And a male Scot. It's a block. It's an absolute cinder of a block, right? Straight hanging arms as well, just to add to the mix. And if you're still not sure, take a look at the size of them paws. Hello, wildlife and fisheries. No, you've got the wrong department. I'll put you through to paws and claws. Look at the size of those. They look like golf balls, not meatballs. They look like golf balls for knuckles. Look at the size of that hand. If Uma Thurman slapped me, it would cost me about £3.50 to get home on a bus. It would. Honestly, it'd knock me into next week with those. Look at the size of him. Look at the damn... Hello, Wildlife and Fisheries. I've just put you through to paws and claws. Oh no, you found a Bigfoot as well. There, look at the size of these feet. Size 11 feet. If you ever get into bed, fellas, and the woman's longer than you, and her feet are bigger than your arms, run. Don't look back. It'll be like turning into a pillar of salt. I'm telling you. That right there is just a humongous dude. Straight, look at that clavicle. Look at that clavicle. I've never looked at a woman from, 14, 15 feet away and seen a clavicle looking back like that at me, ever. Because women are dainty. Like sardines, small, you can pack them in cans. That, you couldn't pack that in an 8-foot coffin. That's a dude, final answer. He's got a male stare. We call it the 1,000-yard stare. It's there again, look. A lot of porn stars have got this look, including Stormy Daniels. Look at the brow bone shadowing the eye. No mascara needed. Widest in the cheekbones, not the hairline. Look how the head comes inwards instead of bellows outwards. Because the eyes are further apart, there's no room for that bellow. You understand? That bellowing head. We're done. That's a fella. Till the cows come home. You still not happy with a skull check? Let's go to Gates and put the coffin into the ground. Mind you, he'll probably punch his way out of it with a 1-inch punch. That's a dude. Final answer. Straight legs, knees together. That's a fella. That is an absolute dude. He's a big fella as well, isn't he? Like I said, he'd knock you into next week if he hit you. There's another one. Straight legs, knees together. It's a fella. Straight legs, knees together. It is a man. Final answer. Look at the size of the... Jared, I love your work. Look. Yeah, we said we're on our way. Look at the size of them feet. Her feet are bigger than that dog. We're done. That's a fella. Till the cows come home. Right here. He's just crossing his legs over. There's no thigh there, look. There's no chicken nom-nom. The leg's still straight. The foot's forward. It's like shelling peas once you get the hang of this. It really is, folks. And they can't keep that walk up. They have to revert. That's a strange walk that woman's got there, isn't it? They can't keep it up, look. Straight legs, knees together. They cannot keep the pretense up. And again, final answer. He's a man, and the bodyguard here is a woman. Look at the size of them trousers, and then look how small. Look, that's what my trousers hang on my hip like. I never have to pull my trousers right up to my belly button. Ever. Why? Because I'm a dude. It's a shame I can't see that back leg. Stair fail. Uma Thurman, it's a bloke. Back file. Kevin Smith fails forensics. Uma Thurman. Oh, we've got one. How it started, how it went, how it's going. How it started. Oh, how it started. How it went. And how it's going. Uma Thurman, Son of Man Code. Ooh, my Uma Thurman. My Israelites. There. Next one. Somewhere down here. Where are we? Samuel L. Jackson. Have we done that one? I don't know if I've done that one. Samuel. I'd be surprised if I haven't. I'm going to check. Because you don't check. You waste 20 seconds of my life when you don't check. Samuel L. Jackson. Oh, that's not spelled right. Jackson. Search. No, I haven't done it yet. Samuel L's coming next then. Let's get rid of that one. Ah, shut the... Human and male and female skull differences. Male, female skull differences. Oh, as if it's not coming up. Female skull differences. That's what I'm looking for here. Let's put that back. Images. Where's my bad boys gone? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Where's my bad boys? Don't tell me you've deleted them off the internet again. Oh, they're messing around again. They're hiding me skulls again. The bitches. My Israelite. Oh, there they are. There they are. I've seen them. There you go. Right, I'm back. Samuel L. Jackson. It's another one that I really liked. I liked a lot of Samuel L. Jackson's movies. Uma Thurman. Uma Thurman. Uma Thurman. Son of Man Code. Son and Man Code. There you go. Create. Right, next, Samuel L. Jackson. She's a big name, isn't she? Actually, let's put Jackson in the back file whilst I'm doing this. Jackson search. Away it goes. She lacks a jawbone. She's got a back cave look. See this dimple in the neck here? This is where a surgeon went in, opened up a 1-inch marker, which he then stretched open and implanted an Adam's raisin implant. We call them Adam's raisins because they don't look like Adam's apples. And only in the olden days, they left a scar down here or across the neck where they went in. They discovered that if they went in underneath the chin, 9 out of 10 times it hides the scar. You don't even see that usually. Look, when it's completed, you don't notice that scar. Whereas if it was done at the bottom, you'd notice it, which a lot of actors do have. They do have these scars across the neck, but they changed the procedure. Someone said skulls don't work. What, in chat? Are you winding me up? Who said skulls don't work? Dogma is a Gnostic blasphemous movie. Yeah, I know it is. All movies are dogmatic and blasphemous. All of them, Ed Milson. Don't matter what we watch. Samuel L. Jackson, what was I going to do? I was going to do something. Oh, you're joking. Right. Right. Sloping shoulders, Anna Souza says. What, on Samuel? Yeah, short sloping shoulders. She has got a bigger distance in her eyes than most Caucasian female or Asian. Not this distance. This is... Right, so for reference, these would be 75mm apart eyes. And these would be 55mm apart eyes. So the drop in the skull is greater than what you'd see. Where's that picture? I just seen it. I had it on reference for the other one. On the other one, it showed straight away the regional variations. I can't find it. Anyway, the regional variation is that the African female in this case definitely has further apart eyes than average. But the head is still egg-shaped, look. She's not widest in the cheekbones. Her ears are high set. She has no trachea and not a very long neck at all, look. Female neck. When she's bald and you can see the 5 head, look, it's even easier to see. There. The chromodomium. The face is squashed downwards. But this was what. Look how flat the face is. It reminds me of Anderson Silva. Is it Anderson Silva I'm thinking of? The MMA fighter. I don't know if it is him what I'm saying. Look at the length on this top lip. I'm just saying. And the flatness of the forehead. Samuel L. Jackson. Look at Quinton's squashy little face. It really does remind me of the Jezebel, that one. She was one of my favourite, if not the favourite movie director I've ever sat and I've watched all of her films. Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs. She makes movies that appeal to men, that's for sure. But she uses women to do it. Never trust a man whose eyes are too close together. So there's the difference. There's a regional variation, look. You can see visibly that Samuel L's eyes are further apart than John Travolta's. You can see it. It's a visible difference, look. But it's only a regional variation. If this was a real African male, those eyes would be even further apart and the face would be huge. There's not a lot of difference. It's only the eyes that are causing it. But again, it's a squashed face. She's still got a squashed down face. Caused by a beautiful five head. A flat, beautiful five head. Jackson's a girl. I don't know how many gates there are for this one. I think I had to go to video or something to get them. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. That one's a good one. Full mince, wrong angle. Arms akimbo, shoulder tilted. Look at the shoulder tilt. Full mince there, Samuel L. Jackson. That's a beautiful one there, Samuel L. Jackson. Is that Samuel L., that one? I think it is. Full mince. Well, they're all mincing. I will have two minces and a flamingo footlock. There's a nice one. Full mince, Samuel L. Jackson. And again, the shoulder tilt, the hip twist, and the in-line footfall. Who's having a go at Annabelle? Luke? Luke's not having a go at Annabelle. I don't care. What? Luke's having a go at Annabelle. I don't care. What? Chris? No. Annabelle saying you're being aggressive. If someone won't listen to you, you can't force them to, Luke. Oh, you should know. You can lead the horse to water. I don't know what's going on in chat. You're saying that Rachel's an MCF. Right, I read that the other day in chat, okay? But whatever your problems are, you should not take them out in this chat, okay? You've got all the evidences. Okay, well, I'm not doubting you, Luke. I'm just saying that this chat is not for arguing, all right? I just need decent conversation in the chat, okay? Is this from the other day with Tim when you was all arguing? Is this what this is all about? Just Jared. I love your work, Jared. Samuel L. Jackson fails forensics. It's a girl, final answer. And I can tell just by the way she walks. I can tell by the twist of her hip. I can tell by the tilt of her shoulder. And I can tell by her akimbo arms that she's a girl. This breaks their system down. The learning forensic anthropology breaks their system down. to a point that you can tell by looking at someone's face. Jesus told you, you'll know them by their fruits, and it is a beautiful concept that you understand that when someone's lying to you, you'll know them by their fruits. But for all of your life, you've been lied to and not recognized those sour fruits because the people who did it had sour skeletons. They were lying about the core identity. Samuel L. Jackson is no different. She's lived a movie star lifestyle. She's got cars, houses, jewels, and lived a life that Satan produced for her to keep you, the normal people, locked into what I can only explain to be a mind melt. We live inside a mind melt where anything's possible for them. And they get away with it. They do, because the masses believe what they see on television. They believe their favourite film star. When all the film stars started queuing up at Scamvid, all their fans did the same. And, you know, may God have mercy on your soul if you're doing this by your own free will, Samuel L. Jackson. If you're being forced to do it, you can be redeemed, can't you? In the blood of Christ, you can be redeemed for the sins you've committed if they're forcing you to do all this. But if you've done all of this by your own free will, under your own sails, and may God have mercy on you. Samuel L. Jackson is a woman, a liar and a deceiver. I can't believe I used to think she was a fantastic action movie star, male one. And now I see that she's just a liar and a deceiver. And if someone has forced you to do all of this, you know, you're the one I feel sorry for, not them. I guess I'm just going to have to wait until I meet God to find out whether any of these people are decent people. I don't care how good you are at brainwashing people or fooling people and doing this to people. This person still has a free mind. These people still have a free mind like me and you. And they can choose to do it. If they're being forced otherwise, if they're being threatened, families and whatever, then it's like Stockholm Syndrome, isn't it? It's something totally different. It's not a sin. It's not the same. And God knows it. At the end of the day, God's going to be the final judge on all of us. And the Son of Man said quite clearly, let him without sin cast the first stone. Well, I can't do that, Samuel L. Jackson. I'm as guilty as you are of sinning. The only difference is I didn't create this sin and this mystery. Mr. E. I didn't create this mystery. And I certainly didn't encourage it the way you have. Whether it be under hook or crook, whichever way you've done this. God is the greatest force in the world, in the universe. If there is a universe, God is the top of the chain. There's nothing higher. And we're in this mess because we fell from his graces. They are not the only fallen ones. You are just as fallen. All right, you're not in the same category of fallen, but you've still sinned. And sometimes you've done it without knowing. I agree, I've done it as well. When I meet God and he shows me all the sins I've done without even knowing I've done them, I'm sure I'm going to be horrified and mortified that I didn't repent because I didn't know I did them. But whatever I've done, Father, without knowing, I'm sorry, Father. I truly am. I hate this world. I truly do. I used to think it was still a decent... But when I was a flat earther, I used to say that the terrible part of this lie is that they want to send you to hell. That's the baseline of it all. People say, what is the baseline? They're hiding God and they want to send you to hell. Samuel L. Jackson, final answer. Pink. Next. Open up. Samuel L. Jackson. Cut out. Samuel L. Jackson. Son of Man Code. I don't doubt that I'm an MTF. No, I didn't say that you was an MTF. I said I don't doubt that Luke's done the work. I said I don't doubt that Luke's done the work, the school checks and that. I haven't school checked you. I haven't looked at anything. He's pushing a smear campaign on you. Right. I don't know what you're all arguing about in chat. I really don't. Right? All of you can go and do this. I've taught you how to do it. I've trained you how to skull check. I've trained you how to check for people's gates. The quickest way to stop someone from saying you're an MTF or an FTM is to make a gate video. Playlist. Where's my gate? Oh, it's not there. Yeah, 1 second. It's not in that one, is it? Back one. Videos. Oldest. Walk like an Egyptian. There. There's mine. You go look it up.
Son of Man.
Walk like an Egyptian.
Size of my dental arch.
Look at all the weight I've lost.
That's the quickest way to put an end to people's smear campaigns or anything on you. I didn't say that you were MTF. I said I didn't doubt that he'd done the work on you. I don't know what you're arguing over. I don't know what started all of this. But now you're bringing me into it. Samuel L. Jackson was the last one I did. Let's go back up this list. Oh, I've lost a load of requests. Sorry, I've lost a load of requests. Someone asked for something there and I can't remember what it was. I was going to do it and all. I know, because you're all chatting. I've lost those requests because you're all chatting. Right, I'll just go back to the next one I can see. Where is it? I can't remember. It was someone who didn't put it in orange, but I wanted to do the request, but I can't remember who you asked for. Right, okay. Fred Astaire. That's an old one, really. Go on now, let's do Fred Astaire quick. It'll be fast. Astaire. Oh, that's an egghead. That's an egghead. Widest in the hairline, rounded open eye sockets, small dentures look, high set ears, sloping jawline, and an absolute crimson chin on there. The only way that would pass for me if they put a beard on it, but even that I'd still be questioning it. You know, it's just. Fred Astaire, she danced. She was one of the greatest dancers in the world, but she was cast as a male dancer. When actually you're looking at a female dancer who's much more, what's the word? Flexible. Women are much more flexible. Fred Astaire, it's an egghead. If you can't see that's a female skull, honestly, I can't help you. They should jump out at you. Some of them got a bigger five head than others. I agree, but the terrible part of fancying your own gender is that God's going to be a little bit disheartened with you because He stated not to do it. It's not natural, right? It's not. If you look at all the animals, they don't do it. They might make a mistake, but they don't do it. Only humans do this by choice, and the problem for me with all of this is that it's been forced on us. Someone tried to force me to be gay. Someone subliminally forced me to be gay. Someone subliminally forced me to do things that I wouldn't have done otherwise. And the worst one, still for me, is getting a love bite off a boy when I was 14. I didn't know. God knows I didn't know. I was pinned down by a load of girls. Well, I fought with girls. One of them was a boy. At least one of them was a boy. I've still got to have that conversation with Sarah. I'd love it. I don't agree, but I know you don't debate. They were Lucifer's kids. These are Lucifer's kids. They are born inverted. No surgery needed. No, there's loads of surgery. Loads of surgery. I've seen mastectomy scars on Dean Martin, Fred Astaire, all of them. I've seen Mel Gibson. They all need surgery. There's no such thing as in utero. I'll say this again. There is no such thing as in utero changing of the skeleton. It's nonsense. It really is. Warren made a gate video as well. What, using my gate? Oh my gosh. I wish I'd kept Facebook open. I wish I'd known. You must have waited till I went off Facebook, to do all of that. All I can tell you is this. I don't give a rat's for the arguments and the false accusers like Warren or whoever. I came to tell the truth. I'm a child of God. I look for the best in all people. I really do, including flip-flops. I can't tell you that Bing Crosby or whoever, who's this, Fred Astaire, is a horrible person at heart. I can't tell you that. I don't know. I don't have that information. All I can tell you is that she's a liar. And I can tell you this, I wouldn't have that smile on my face if someone had done this to me. I couldn't smile and live a life like this. I couldn't lie to the entire earth, to lie to the whole of humanity. I'm sorry, but my conscience doesn't allow it. There's nothing in this world that I find more repulsive than liars. I used to think it was thieves, but it's not. It's liars. Liars are worse than thieves. They cause such aggro in your life than someone who's just nicked a bit of cash off you or nicked your video off you or your game or whatever. Liars are far worse. And these people lie from the moment they get here. I don't know what it does to the human psyche. And if they're brainwashed into doing rituals, you know, all the blood drinking and the pizzas and the hot dogs and all this shit that I've heard, I can't believe God hadn't shut this shit show down already. I would shut it down. I wouldn't have the patience, Father. I really wouldn't. But apparently mankind has to learn some type of lesson here, that we never make this mistake ever again. It comes natural to them to tell lies daily. Not just about their character, but the shape of the earth, chemtrails, or whatever it is that you're into. Female posture. All I know is I want every natural person in the world to know this truth. From another natural person, not a liar, not a flip-flop, not a deceiver, but from a natural man who fears his God, the one true God. They've told loads of lies about God and divided him up among the nations and made the nations divide among each other, arguing over God. The message is there's a God. Whichever part of the world you grew up in, you're going to get taught different things about him. But the baseline is simple. He created all life and he created you. These people hid that fact from me. These people took away my spirituality. They took away my Heavenly Father for 40 odd years of my life, and I'm not happy about it. I wasn't happy when I found out about my legal name. I was even less happy when I found out about flat earth. Because then I realised God existed. But when I discovered this, I realised who Satan was. And that Satan does exist. There's people out there that tell you that Satan doesn't exist. There's people out there tell you Jesus is Satan. Jesus talks nothing like Satan. Nothing at all. And the only place I could pick him up is on using a usury and being good for your slave master. That doesn't sound like the Son of Man to me. It sounds like them. Them, the bankers. They, the elite rulers that, well, they call themselves elite. They're not elite, are they? They're just puppets. They're just puppets and liars. And we have to live through this world and find the truth. And if you're lucky enough to grab onto it, that aspect that God created you, that God put you here and he wants you to survive this lie, then so be it. Fred Astaire walking. Shoulder tilt. It's a small female statue. It's a small skeleton. A very, very small skeleton. Look at the way she's leant into that walk. Look how a woman leans forward when walking and tilted. When she's in a bit of a rush. Not only does she tilt forward, but this arm swooshes past in front of the womb. I saw a girl today walking with a bag on this arm, with her arm pointed upwards, and this arm, because she was in a rush, was going back and forth, and it looks so womanly to me. I observe every man and woman that comes into my view now, particularly the women, because I love the swishing and the motion that God gave you. When they sing that song, Women of Poetry in Motion, this is what they're talking about. The kinetics of a way a woman transfers her weight from foot to foot is appealing to a man's eyes once you understand it. And I love seeing real women mince. I do. I see it all the time. Big high trousers, short bodies. He looks like Stan Laurel out of Laurel and Hardy. Look at the inline footfall, walking on a tightrope. Look at the size of those pants. That isn't a male hip area. That's a womb. That is room for a womb. Everybody's got a choice. They can be forced, that's for sure, but everybody's got a choice. These are grown-ass adults. As children, all things can be forgiven. I'm telling you now. But when you get to that knowing, and this is what God, I believe that God says that blasphemy or the Holy Spirit, for me, would be knowing the truth and denying the truth. Something heavenly like God, and you deny him and worship the opposite, Lucifer. Well, that's blasphemy of the Holy Spirit, because God is everywhere and the devil isn't. God is omnipresent. That's the difference. He's present in everyone's mind. Everything you ask him for and question him about, you get an answer. I'm telling you, you do. Sometimes it takes a while, but you always get an answer. That's where faith comes into this. It's not to do with my works, what I'm doing here. It's to do with faith. And knowing that God is there. Faith in that he will stop all of this. He will take care of the world, and he will send Satan to the fiery pits once and for all, never to be released. Humphrey Bogart. Not Humphrey Bogart. They all look the same to me. They do. That long egg face. Versus the cannonball on the right, look. The long egg face, widest in the hairline, versus the absolute blockhead look, widest in the cheekbones. They all look so familiar to me. He reminds me of Norman Wisdom as well. He was a singer-dancer. We're done. Fred Astaire. Did I put his name in the back file? I don't think I did. Let's add it. Fred Astaire. 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 Is that right? No. Fred Astaire. Try again. Whilst it searches, we'll open up the next one. Look at that Fred Astaire head. Alright, let's go up here. And the next one would be Jeremy Irons. Yeah, I don't think I've done Jeremy yet. I don't remember doing him. Jeremy Irons is the next one I can see. You've been talking again, so I lost requests again. Jeremy Irons. If I didn't see it, post it again and see if we can get it done. Right. Oh, was that the request that I just saw then? And I've skipped past it for a 6 seconds. Oh no, it's not. Okay. Okay. Let's come back. So, oh. Fred Astaire, let me cut him out. Is it Madonna that sings about Fred Astaire? Ginger Rogers, Fred Astaire, danced on air. Something like that. Fred Astaire. Fred Astaire. Bink. Jeremy Irons. Who said this was a real man? It was a transvestigator. One of them said this was a real man. Jeremy Irons. I think that was the first time someone rattled me. Jeremy Irons mincing there. Look at them panties. She got some hippage. Long legs, short body, wide hips. It's a woman. Let's go to the face. Let's take a young Jeremy Irons. This one. I've got the very open eye socket look, no brow bone, high set ears, deep philtrum, pink lips, sloping jawline. I think she's had a jaw implant. David Attenborough, that's a good one. We'll do that one next. Sir David, I don't know if there's many gates on him now. Yeah. Jeremy Irons has got one of them voices, you know, very haunting. But I think it's more to do with the fact that it's a woman pretending to be a man that makes it more haunting to me. Looking at Jeremy Irons' face. Close set eyes. It's a small triangle, look. You see it? It's a small triangle. It's a massive flat 5 head look. Look how wide across there she is. It's supposed to be below the eyes, look. Only a woman is widest up in the hairline. And that's what she is. She's widest up in the hairline. And she's got small dentures too. They're turkey teeth at the front. Is that Meryl Streep? It is. With the bigger chin look. Is that his wife? He's got big cheekbones if it is. Jeremy Irons. Usually always plays a bad guy, right? Doesn't he? I always remember he was a bad guy. Bad girl. Yeah, I know. It's all muddled up and messed up. I can't help this. You know. Sometimes I wish I'd never been born at all. I wish I'd never been born at all. Gates. Did I put Jeremy Irons in the back file? I didn't. I was away with the fairies then. I was dreaming. I was literally daydreaming on you guys then. Jeremy Irons. Jeremy Irons. Search. Jeremy Irons is definitely not a real man. There are no real men in Hollywood or sports or politics or anywhere apart from in real life. The real people, you know, there are real men there. But there are still these people there also. Every celebrity that you can mention is inverted. I've done 20,000 celebrities. I can't find one real person. Why would I expect to find one now? Right, let's have Jeremy Irons Gates walking inline footfall. It's a girl. Is that his husband? I do believe it is. Anubia say they both got a space between the feet. Yeah, but only one of them's got childbearing hips. Look at the size of them pants. Dragging the foot from Flamingo lot. Rule number one. Rule number one. Watch the knees. Never take your eyes off the knees. If they separate, it's a woman. If they stay together, it's a man. If they cross over, it's a woman. There's another good one. From Flamingo, broken leg. Wrong angle, but it's a full mince. Again with the panties. The pantaloons from Flamingo. With the doggy. You can go through loads and loads of pictures. And the majority of what you're going to see will be the gate for that person, not the one you think it is. For example, if I was to look at this, whoever this is, who is it? Daisy Lowe. Never heard of him. Rupert Lowe. You've got to go in that list. Rupert Lowe. Just for spits and giggles. Rupert Lowe. Yeah. Who was the other one you said? You just said someone and I said that'd be a good one. I can't remember. Who was David Attenborough. What's I remember? David Attenborough. David Atten. That'll do. Oh, don't do that. Atten. That'll do. Right, let's come back. Once you go through the pictures of Daisy Lowe, you're going to see the majority of them with his straight legs. There might be some where he's crossing his legs over, trying to perfect the woman's walk. But the majority, because he doesn't pay attention to it all the time, will be the true character. In this case, a man look, straight legs, knees together. Jeremy Irons, however, full mince with the foot pointed outwards, widest at the hips, slight shoulder tilt look in comparison to the husband. If you're not sure about one, look at the other. Jeremy Irons is biologically female, proven by the way she minces. Look. Do you need any more? We got enough, didn't we? Did I get enough minces? I think I did, didn't I? I think I got 4 minces. Jeremy Irons fails forensics. Back file. And there she is. Jeremy Irons into the boomer. Da, 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 da. Jeremy Irons. Jeremy Irons. Done. Let's cut that one out. Who was next? Rupert Lowe. We'll do that one after that Attenborough. That's more of a personal one for me. I could have sworn I've already done it, but we'll have a look in a second. Let's do Sir David Attenborough. You don't become a Sir unless you're a mom. Me and my dad made me. He started me off. He didn't make me do it, but he made. When we was at home, we watched a lot of Blue Planet and Natures. We loved nature. Me and my dad, we did it. He kind of did make me watch it, but I loved it. After a while, I just loved nature. And David Attenborough Jeremy Irons. David Attenborough really made a big impact on me growing up, you know, seeing the world. And that, you know what really I don't like about this world, because it all costs money and everything, is that we at the lower end, we don't get to see the world. We don't get to see Niagara's Fall or go see the pyramids or whatever. We don't get to do any of those things. Those at the very bottom end, you know, in the lower class, as they call us, you're lucky if you go on holiday. For most people, so many people I know that have never been on holiday, never left Grimsby basically, but it's the banking structure that's done this. If every one of us worked for free, if we just worked for free, nobody would ever want for anything. That's why the Lord's Prayer says, let it be done on earth as it is in heaven. Question: do you pay God rent in heaven? Answer: no. Do you pay for any food or anything in heaven? No. That's why it's heaven. And the Lord wants you to bring that to earth. But the bankers have taken over your mind. You think that the world can't run without money. They told you that money makes the world go round. Well, it doesn't. People do. People make this world go round. It's not actually going round, just the things in it are. In big circles, because I live on a flat earth. If I could go back and tell myself just one thing, it'd be that I should never trust a man whose eyes are too close together and study the human skeleton, Peter. Because I would never have made the mistakes that I've made in my life had I known the truth. And that's what Satan's banking on, or that everybody doesn't care. And to a point, God's going to turn that into delusion. When it gets to that passing point, when he says, right, enough's enough, he's going to delude all the people that don't deserve a chance. Of heaven. Heaven. I can't believe I didn't believe in it. David Attenborough. I love David Attenborough. Never trust a man whose eyes are too close together. How old is she? 98 now, isn't she? 99 years old. I don't know people that lived that long ever. Do you? Even in my lifetime, and I'm 52, I don't know family members that have lived to... no one in my family has lived to 99 years old. So what is done? David is done a few weeks ago. Really, Annabelle? I didn't do David Attenborough, did I really? Are you winding me up? Copy. David Attenborough. I can't remember doing it, actually, if I did. Samuel L. David Attenborough. There, get rid of that. Paste. Search. David Schwimmer. I don't remember doing David Attenborough. David Schwimmer. No, it is David Schwimmer, but no Attenborough. I ain't done Attenborough. I would have remembered. I'd remember doing this old lady. I've done the meme, but I haven't got a video. Otherwise it would have come up then, wouldn't it? David Attenborough. Images. Richard Attenborough from Jurassic Park, the sister. She got a flat 5 head, hasn't she? Small dentures, close set eyes, no brow bone. Anyway, let's go back to the other one, the older one. She's got rounded eye sockets with no brow bone. Her eyebrows arched, if she had them. She got close set eyes. She got a flat forehead like Richard. The sloping jawline. I think she's had a chin implant. Maybe. I think there's there's a bit of a wonky chin going on there. Small dentures. Do you know what it reminds me of? Prince William. I'm seeing Prince William's face in there. The long face. She lived to 92, did she, Debbie? That's not a bad innings now, is it? 92. Especially with all the crap that's in food and everything that they're doing to us. It's not a bad innings at all, but maybe because she was that old, she had better food in her day. Would you agree with that, Debbie? That in the past, especially before processed foods, food was a lot healthier. None of these sweets and snacks that we all eat. Everybody goes up and down in size through your life, I'm sure. But I did get really big at one time, and I don't eat any processed food now since Rach left. I don't eat any processed food because Rach used to want pizzas and all that stuff, and I don't eat any of it now. If I was, I would make it myself. I'd make my own dough, put some tomato paste on it, and make my own pizza rather than accept someone else's processed one. It tastes good, but it's not good for you. And according to nutrients, it lacks. It's like it's like they cook food without nutrients in it anymore. So I'm quite happy knowing that God created a vast amount of vegetables in this world. And some people disagree with that. You shouldn't eat vegetables, you just should eat meat. And again, with most things, it's a preference, right? Some people like meat, some people don't. Some people like veggies and vegans, whatever. Some people don't. But diet has got a lot to do with people's moods and happiness. That's for sure. Who's this? David Attenborough. I don't know how many. It's a butterfly look, because a butterfly starts off as a caterpillar and turns into a butterfly. This person started off as a girl and to you turned into a man. And that's the symbolism right there of this butterfly. You want to tell me that I live on a ball, but the oceans are level, sea level. And they show it to you all the time in millions of pictures that the world is flat. They love to mock you. They show you the outer parts of the earth. I don't know if this is the North or the South Pole, whichever it is. But you're never going there. You're never going to see this, because whatever is beyond the sunlight, they don't want you to see it. You've got a choice. It's either another sun, because you're going to need another sun. If you're passing through a gate that only opens in summertime, then there must be another sun on the other side of it. And then that makes this place so big, it's unbelievable. But again, I can't prove any of this. Just like I can't prove if the great white is real or not. I've seen it in things, yeah. I've never seen a dolphin, but enough people have to confirm that dolphins are real. When it comes to great whites, virtually nobody's seen them. The list goes on and on when you start looking into these things. But out of all of Hans's animals, the great white is the only one that still has an impact on me. Everything else you can prove exists. If they're engineering them themselves, I don't know. But the duck-billed platypus, the koala bear, the toucan, they all exist. You got to do your own research. Look, they lied about the shape of the earth. Why would they not lie about animals too? And make one up, just one. The great big white lie. I don't know. I can't tell you, but I know you can't keep them in a fish tank, and nobody's got one of a great white giving birth. Yeah, I can go watch a dolphin giving birth. I can go watch an orca whale giving birth. I can go watch a llama, a chameleon, a chicken. I can go watch anything giving birth except for the great white shark. You're having a laugh. Something stinks. Right. Okay. David Attenborough. Let's get the gates out of the way before I start ranting again. That's Prince Charles mincing. Why? I said David Attenborough. There's not many gates on Attenborough. There's one though. That's a beautiful mince. David's husband's there. He reminds me of Barbara. What's his name? O'Neill. Bobbera Shawnee calls. Bobbera O'Neill. Is that David Attenborough? That is David Attenborough. Game over. Let me put David Attenborough in the back file. I forgot. I implore you to learn how to do this for yourself. Learn how to check gates. Learn how to skull check. Learn this for yourself. I don't know who that is, but she's mincing, isn't she? Look at that. Separation in the knee on Attenborough. David Attenborough is a girl. Proven by the way she minces. I think that's it. 3 gates, I think. I don't think there's any more, as memory recalls. As my mind recollects. We're done. David Attenborough fails all forensics. Let's slap her into the bitch file. David Attenborough. And they are the 3 gates that I found. Like, I didn't find that one, but the other 2 are there. David Attenborough. David Attenborough. There we go. Is that not right? Oh, I missed the N. Sorry, my bad. Attenborough. There you go. Done. Let's push this one back up there. Rupert Lowe's my next one. This is for Lewis. Lewis still don't believe that he's being fooled this bad. Actually thinks Rupert's a real dude. If you're watching, Lou, I'll prove it to you. I could have sworn someone made me do Rupert Lowe not long back, though. Didn't you ask for him, Tim? I'm sure Tim asked for it. Not Rupert Lowe. David Attenborough. David Attenborough. This is the Member of Parliament. It's not mega famous, I know. This is a personal one just for me. Rupert Lowe. Let's just double check the back file. See if I've done her. She might already be there. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. I've covered 20,000 celebrities, so I can't remember all of them. Let's see what happens. Rupert Lowe, Member of Parliament. Apparently this one's a good person. And I've told Lewis there are no good people. Only real people are good. These people are not good people. Let's open up with that face. I've got an arched eye. There's no brow bone. Literally there is. Look how open the eye socket is. Right? It only happens with a woman because her eyes are close set and open look. Men's are closed in, rectangular look, closed in compared to the openness of that eye. And they have this brow bone that runs right into the corner. That doesn't do justice as to how far that... Well, you can see it there. There's the bone of it there. Look, he has drawn it. It's there. And the woman doesn't have it. It's just different shape because a skull bellows outwards there instead of going up like a man's. And that's what I've got here. I've got this big open eye socket. I've got a flat Sharpay forehead. I've got no cheekbones. And there you can really see those arched eyebrows, look. Dennis Healy eyebrows, if anything. Who's that? I recognise that. I thought it was David Dickinson. Again, look at the squash. Is that his mother? Look at that squash face. There isn't no... Right. They said, like, look, Rupert Lowe's net worth, ethnicity, and rise to fame. There is no rise to fame. These people are chosen. The Masons. The Masonic Freemasons that are chosen from birth. They've got history written in front of us for probably hundreds of years. What they're going to tell us next. What they're going to do next. And just like gematria, they can change it as they choose to suit them. I'll tell you what you can't change. You can't change a human skeleton. You're either one or the other. It's a 50-50. There's no in utero changing of the skeleton. No surgeries. Bollocks. They all need surgeries. They all need chin jobs. They all need lip jobs. Boob jobs. Rupert Lowe is a woman. Final answer. See if we've got you. Walking. Oh, we do have you. We've got a couple there. What my back file saying? Oh, he's not there. I could have sworn I've done... Right, let's add Rupert Lowe to the list for Lewis. If she's got the gates, let's have a look. She's got the shoulder tilt, and you can blame it on leaning from the bag, but it's not. That's how a woman walks. That's what women walk like coming out of Asda's, swaying from side to side like pendulums. Nigel Farage's top lip. It's a belter. It looks like a bagel. Let's go back. We look at people differently. Once we learn this, there's no gates. Rupert Lowe, don't you stiff me. Flamingo, open knees. Give me one full mince, please, Rupert. If Lewis, if you're watching, I bet you're laughing now, aren't you? Where's my full mince? Father! Lewis doesn't believe that Rupert's a woman. Could I have a gate, please, Father? Where's my full mince? Come on. Ah, I'm out of pictures. You stiff me, Rupert Lowe. You stiff me. Let's go to Street and see if we can find her there real quick. Same picture, Peter. That looked like Grimsby then. It's not, it's Big Ben. He's got a big, strong jawline, that dude. Look at that Diesel. Look, absolutely no jawline, just a rounded chin. Look at that Diesel there, that shadow casting. Diesel! Is that Rupert there? Please be a mince. His legs are cut off. I don't think I'm going to get this one. Dang it. I think I did look at Rupert Lowe before. Maybe that's what I couldn't find. The gates. Is that Rupert there? Nigel mincing. This one mincing. That one in the background mincing, look. The only fella there is that one with the big neck, look. Rupert Lowe, this flag should not be on display in hospitals, schools and other public... best way to lead the opposition, control the opposition, is to lead them. I don't know what this is. What's the purple ring and the yellow shit for now? Right, so if you don't know what this is meant to mean, this one is meant to be black, sex with the dead, necrophilia. This is brown, sex with animals. This one is with boys. This one is with girls. This one is to take a woman without her consent. And I can't remember, I don't even know what these two are. I don't know what the purple ring and the yellow flag means. It must be something else. There's no wonder that the gay community don't want to be part of this anymore, because that's what we're not part of that community. You can keep seeing it everywhere, but yeah, Rupert Lowe's against it, is it? Well, again, it comes down to the best way to lead the opposition is to control the opposition is to lead them. So apparently, they've put on this. I don't know what this means. It'll be something sick like this lot. These 3 things are sick. 5 things, should I say. The white, the pink, the blue, the brown, and the black is awful. That's apparently what it means. Yeah, it's what I read it on one of the things. This is for sex with the dead. This is for sex with animals. This is for boys. This is for girls. And this is for unconsenting women, apparently. I don't know what if any of that's true, you know. But that's what the thread said. That's what it is, and that's what it means. This is the original LGBTQ flag, right? The rainbow. Is it not missing a colour? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's missing a colour, right? And then this is for what apparently that's what it's for. I don't know if it's true. I'm not part of this community in this group, so I can't tell you. But apparently that's for the dead, that's for animals, that's for boys, that's for girls, and that's for unconsenting women. I can't find a gate on Rupert Lowe, you little jammy bitch, Rupert. Where else can I find it? Airport, maybe. Downing Street. Downing. Should find him. I am right, am I? Is that what it actually means? I was only guessing because I've read the thread. But it's sad, isn't it? I don't know what these 2 mean. It'll be as sick as those 5 colours, I'm sure. But that is just, it's just, it just, it fuels my mind with anger. It does. It fills my mind with anger. The part I hate about this is that they do it to children. This is being okayed with children, and it doesn't sit in my conscience. It doesn't. I'll never accept it. I'll never accept that a child would think any of these things. You should leave the children alone, you filthy fucking animals. Excuse my language, but it really, really gets me. It really does. I could never stand and smile like this knowing I've had this done to me or I'm doing it to my own children. But they do it without a second glimpse. Which is why God says they're abominations. It's written in the Bible that these people are abominations to him. I thought he just meant through sin. I didn't actually think that they've actually changed the body to lie like this to us. It's an absolute throat punch, I know it is, when you realise your favourite boxer's a woman and your favourite ballet dancer's a man, your favourite singer's not what they said they were. And then you start looking at astronauts and you realise all the astronauts are liars, and then you start looking into space itself and you realise space doesn't exist, it's heaven. It's heaven. I would never hate a child in any of these aspects the way they've hurt me or you. I'm a living man. I'm a bio male, and it's not in my nature, my natural instincts, to hate women or children. To hate anyone for that matter. It's not in my natural instincts. There's a difference in self-defense. If someone's going to hate you and you can stop them, so be it. But when it comes to taking brand new born children and literally changing their bodies without consent, it's a horrendous act. It truly is. And I wish that I could stop it myself, but I can't. There's an answer for you. What's my end goal? It's to stop this child abuse. That's my end goal, that we stop this happening to other children, that they have to live the life in disguise and lie to everyone. That's what my end goal is. My prime directive, though, is to teach you that God exists. You were created in his image, and these people were created in his image and changed it. And you got to ask yourself, why? Who are they trying to look like? And when you get that answer, you then understand there is a good and evil in this world. There is a God and a devil in this world. I hate what they've done to us. I hate what they're doing to children. But there are people out there that are happy with it, and it will continue to do it. They'll come in the chat and they'll lie to your faces. They'll come on your Facebook, they'll lie to your faces. They'll come on your Twitter and they will lie to your faces and mock you. But just like God is never mocked, you are no longer mocked, right? You do understand this. You can't be trolled because you just cut them off. It's that simple. You've got a block button. Block them. They can't earn money the way they do if you don't reply to them. You're not expending your time. Like I said, even getting me to search for a name in this chat is 20 seconds of my life gone searching for a name. And that's what they want you to do. They want you to waste as much of your life as possible and never come. The more time you waste, the less time you've got to find God. And for some people, it's going to take them years to accept it. Me, it was instantaneous. I knew in an instant when I realised I wasn't spinning that God existed. The synapses, the couplings in my brain, whatever you want to call it, they just hot-wired themselves together. And in an instant, I was in the glory of God, basking in the glory of God. And I wept. And I've never wept like it. I've never cried so much in all my life for anything or anyone. I've been upset when I've lost girlfriends. I've been, not lost, but split up and stuff. I've had that, but I have never sat and wept so uncontrollably, knowing that God existed and they did him for me. My own stupidity didn't allow me to see them. Rupert Lowe, as if I can't find your gates, Rupert. Lewis, if you're watching, I'm going to... Sean, somebody find this prick's gates for me. I can't be bothered to go through video looking. But she's a big, tall girl. Has he got a wife? Is that his wife? Let me just put wife in there and see if that comes up. Rupert Lowe. Downing. No, Rupert Lowe. Wife. Wife. Husband, of course, but we'll put wife. That is one hell of a chin bone you've got there. That is one hell of a jawbone. Innit? How come Rupert's got open eyes, look, and the wife's got deep set eyes? Look how deep set they are. They look like bat caves. They look black in comparison to hers, look, which are open. And again, even in daylight, same problem. Look at that brow bone over the eye, look. Then look at Rupert's. There's nothing there. Oh, it kills me. It really does. Right, Rupert Lowe. We're not going to make a video. We're not going to even make a meme out of this one. It's a shame. I'd like to have completed the meme, but there you go. Let's get rid of that one. Let's do another one. I've only got two. What's that one? Oh, no, that's not a request. You've all been talking. What's that one? That is a request, isn't it? That's not Anna Sousa talking to me. Who's that? Adam Cumley. Oh, hello, Adam. Where are we? Kristin Milotti, CM33. I've never heard of this person, folks. But let's have a look at it, if it's famous or not. I've got no idea. Kristin Milotti, American actress. He's got a big set of gnashes. Till the cows come home. Let's have a look at him. Let's take that name, actually. Shove it in the back file. 33 in a gematria. But that is about as deep as I go with gematria, because who was it? Was it Simon Woods? Simon Woods had to call me Poncho Petty or Poncho Petra. I don't know what he called me, but he had to change my name to get his gematria to fit. I don't have to change anything. It is what it is. You're either a boy or a girl. There's no messing with the skeletons. God's design is final. You're either a boy or a girl. Forensics works on the base principle. It's a 50-50. This right here has got big hands, broad shoulders, and far apart eyes on the first glimpse. Second picture. I've got a place to put Mama's spicy meatball. Right there. I could just rest a meatball in that crevice of his clavs, look. He's got a wide face. He's got big teeth. He's got a thick brow bone in the corner of his eye, look, unlike Rupert Lowe. And he's got a short sloping forehead. Excuse me, I hiccuped. There's a woman. Look at the difference in their skulls. Tell me, is that short sloping or is that one short sloping? Is that one a 5 head or is that one a 5 head? Look at the long top lip, the soft pink lips as well. Kristin Milotti. Is that what he's from, that show? Is he from there? I don't even know if I've done him. Let me look that file. Oh, yeah, we've done him. Kristin Milotti. Looking at his chest, it's flat. He's got broad shoulders. His neck literally uproots like a tree in the ground. It uproots from the clavicles, whereas women's are bowed inwards, creating this beautiful diamond. Even at a resting place, most women sit in a diamond shape. Is that a male digit ratio? I can't tell in that picture. But again, the broad shoulders, look at him. Huge male shoulders, look. He pinches his finger a lot. It's meant to mean a sign of castration, but they don't castrate these people. They do not castrate these ones. They leave them with penises. You have to do your own research on these pictures and images, and they haunt you. That one with the gold people, yeah, I'm sure all of you have seen it, right? My students would have come across it, where there's a man and woman in gold and they've got the wrong body parts. And there's a little girl holding on to the so-called man's hand. Looks a bit like this person, actually. That's what we're talking about. That they show us it in plain sight. As far as I'm concerned, the in utero stuff, it's all bollocks. It's made up by that Fruit Loop, Hans Warmat. And if you mix up his name, it comes up trans woman. So don't get me started. And that was a nice find, whoever found that. I can't believe I never jumbled up Hans Warmat's name and got trans woman. What a dickhead. He looks like Kenny Everett. Pink lips. Again, the staunch face of a man. Kristin Milioti, let's have you. When Google give me that back. Kristin Milioti walking. Bunk, 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 bunk. We are looking at what's his name? Kristin Milioti. I've never heard of him. I've got to be honest with you. I've been in a few films I've seen. Straight legs, needs to have a space between the feet. Straight legs, needs to go. Is that him? That doesn't look like him, does it? That looks like a 70s. Probably in a film. Straight legs, needs to have a space between the feet again. Is that another one? He's slightly off, but the legs are straight, knees are forward, look. He's trying to walk like a woman there, but it's just not passing. Straight legs, and he's not walking. Kristin Milioti. Nope. No, he's crossing his legs over on purpose there. Trying to give off the female gait. That neck alone, though. Yeah, we're done. Kristin Milioti. I've never heard of him. But he's been in a lot of films, apparently. And The Sopranos, which is quite big. Oh, there's As Above, So Below there with him as well, right here. Kristin Milioti. Paste. CM23 father. Done. Who's next? Have I got another one? Angry Anderson. You're lucky I saw that, Lee. I saw the G2G. Angry Anderson. Who the? You know, Angry Anderson and Son of Man Code. That's all a lot. I've never heard of it. I'm supposed to be doing famous people. You do understand what I'm saying, right? Anderson. Angry Anderson. Yeah, it's not famous. It's an Australian. And we already looked at this person. We did this person a while back, didn't we? There's no gates, as I recall. There's no gates walking. Yeah. Yeah, it's not famous. It's not a famous person. I know you know who he is, but I've never heard of this person. Is he Australian? Is that why I've never heard of him? Angry Anderson. Yeah, there's no gates. Look, there's nothing I can do. It's an egghead, final answer. Small dentures, close set eyes, no brow bone, high set ears, sharp A forehead, no neck, no trachea, no Adams. There's nothing else I can do. There's no gates, and it's not famous enough for me to do. Sorry. Let's do another one. Ian McShane. That's a request. Ian McShane. Oh, McShane. Yeah, that'll do. Who was the last one I did? Angry, no, not Angry Anderson. David Attenborough, Kristin Milioti. That's who I didn't load up. 1 second. Paste. create. Right, that's that one done. Let's come back to Ian McShane. Straight away with a close set eyes look. Look how open the eye socket is. Look, there's no brow bone overhanging the eye, let alone burying it into the skull. The eyes are open and pushed forwards, look. Very round eyebrows. The eyebrows arch as well. The actual hair arches when you hear me say that. Images, Ian McShane. Did I do Kristen Milotti? I did I? And I did upload it. That's Kristen Milotti. And I did upload it. Kristen Milotti. Right, we're good. Ian McShane from... what's that film? Love Art. It is Love Art. Well, he was from, innit? Yeah, it was Love Art. Ian M. Should find it. It was an English TV show. He did a detective show called Lovejoy. There it is. Lovejoy. She had closer eyes. It reminds me of David Essex, the singer. Very David Essex is there. The closer eyes are an instant. Is that his wife? We're done. Look at the difference in their eyes. Who's got the bigger face? He looks like Priscilla Presley. It's the cheeks. It's the male cheekbones that are doing it. Just on the distance in their eyes, look, open eye sockets, deep set eyes, look, buried into the skull with a brow bone overhanging it. There's nothing overhanging these eyes. They're open, look. And close set. The most important thing is that the eyes are close set. Small dentures, small teeth, look. He looks like David Hasselhoff. Anyone else seeing David Hasselhoff there? Baywatch. He looks like... someone else as well. I can't think who it is. I want to say Mel Gibson. I don't know if it's Mel Gibson I'm seeing. Ian McShane has got open, close set eyes. No cheekbones. She's widest in the hairline. She's got a sloping jaw look. There's no shadow caster there. No neck. Ian McShane. And the husband buries him, right? It really does look like Priscilla Presley to me. Odd, isn't it? The amount of people that are commenting on my hair at the minute. Everybody. It's because they're all used to seeing me with the long hair. Especially the newer people I know. Gotcha. Ian McShane, full mince. I don't know the little lady. It looks like Nicolas Cage. It's not. Doing a female Bigfoot. Look at the separation of the knee. There's McShane's mince. There's another one there. Full mince from Flamingo with diamond. There's another one there, look. Look at the diamond that forms in a woman's legs when walking. You do see it, right? She's got a haunting voice as well. This one, like David Essex. Not David Essex. David... Who did we do the other day? Liz Taylor's husband, that one. Who does War of the Worlds. Same type of voice. The very strange long face she's got, isn't it? Has she had turkey... Oh, she's had turkey teeth put in now, lot. Talking about me turkey teeth, turkey teeth. Ian McShane is a woman, final answer. She walks like a girl. Have we got some more gates on him? Let's go to walking and see if we can't add her to the bucket list. There. Is that you? I don't know if that's Ian McShane. It doesn't look like it. It's a proper mince, though. Right? The quicker you get at this, the quicker you learn it, the quicker it is that you'll see the shoulder tilt, the short arms akimbo, the twisted leg, the foot outwards, knee pointing that way, and the lack of an Adam's apple in this case, close to eyes, if that is Ian McShane. The quicker you learn this, the quicker it stops. The quicker they stop full. Look at Keanu mincing there. The quicker it stops, the quicker the magic spell wears off. Some of them are hard to see, I agree. I had trouble with the action stars, Statham, Schwarzenegger, Stallone. I had trouble with them because my mind was so programmed that it's a man. Sylvester, he's got a man's name, he looks like a man, he sounds like a man. He's got no breasts. It's a man. But that's not the case. It really is not the case. All I can tell you is you've got tickets. Rings. Oh my gosh, Burt Reynolds all over again. I feel sorry for the dachshund. Feel sorry for the sausage dog. I forgot what I was gonna say. That picture's really put me off. What do you want me to say? That's a bare naked woman with a breast removed, sat with a sausage dog between her legs. She got some really dainty clavicles. Explain these clavicles to me. Explain these clavicles to me. You've just seen massive chunky ones on, who was it? I can't remember, the woman that we just looked at. And then we get to the man and he's got the female clavicles look. This is what they do to a woman's body. They add £20,000 worth of plastic surgery on a fake abdomen to give a fake Adonis belt. They remove the breasts. They pump her full of hormones so that she grows a hairy body and facial hair and gets a deep voice. But you are not changing those clavicles ever. You're never lengthening the arm to the wrist area. They wish they could separate the face. They wish they could separate the face and move the eyes outwards and upwards and then fill the middle in, but you can't do that. You cannot change God's original design. It remains. All you can do is aesthetically change the outside of it, i.e. cut the woman's hair short, make her grow a beard. But that ratio that God gave her, it's right there in plain sight. Which is why I implore you to learn forensics, folks. These deceivers, act whores, don't deserve any of your time, your credit, your money. They don't deserve none of it. None of these bands deserve your time, effort, and going to see them at concerts. For me, I can't do it. If someone said to me, I've got 2 tickets to see Dire Straits here, I'd tell them to go themselves. Send someone else. I don't want to go and watch. I'm not idolising these fake people anymore. If I met Mark Knopfler now, I'd give her a piece of my mind for lying to mankind, for entertaining us all, whilst God's children perish. And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about natural people that perish in this world. They take these fake quack scenes and all the rest of it. They end up homeless. Show me a homeless flip-flop. I dare you. I can double dare you to show me a homeless flip-flop. There's only people like me and you that end up on the streets at the lowest levels, at the lowest ebbs of society. And don't feel down about this, because they might hate you, but they hated him first. Just remember that. They hated him first, the original truth spitter. Oh, the passion wells up in me when I start talking about him, it really does. Ian McShane, son of Shane. Ian McShane fails forensics. It's a girl. Thanks for playing CSI with me. Should we do another one? Let's do another one. Open up. Have I got another one? No, you're all chatting again. My child knows that God's real as well, Anna Souza. My child knows that he exists. He still questions Jesus a bit. He accepts him mostly, but he still questions him. Simply because of his own free will. And I don't I don't force anything on him. I didn't force this on him, and I certainly didn't force God or Jesus on him. I can only tell you the things that I see in this world. I can only tell you if what I see is a lie. I don't like to go into la la land. I don't like to theorize. I like to know. I don't want to speculate. I don't want to theorize. I want to know. And so should you. So should most of the world. But they don't. And it really, it's a kick in the nuts. Judy, Pete, why didn't you believe in God before waking up? I woke up Flat Earth 2015 and believed in God. I didn't believe in God because of peer pressure, people around me. I was forced to go to church as a little boy. But mainly because of the information, school, education, evolution, the theory. I should say just clearly, the theory of evolution. There's no... Right, let's just go for it. There was nothing and it exploded into everything. Bullshit. Explosions kill everything, especially life. Explosions will kill a building, right? It'll destroy a building. Explosion destroys life. It doesn't create life, ever. That's your starting point. And then go from there. In some parts of the world, in Asia, Thailand, Christianity is huge. And in other parts, the Quran and Islam is huge. But the baseline for both of those religions is God exists. And I never took advantage. I never acknowledged it, Judy, because they made me hate religion. Not just hate religion, but the way that religions argue amongst themselves rather than just accepting there's a God. We call him this, you call him that. He dresses like this, he dresses like that. Whatever. These are all aesthetics. The truth is that God exists. End all and be all of it. They want to take your spirituality away from you. And I'm here to restore it. Or to help you restore it. I can't restore it. You've got to restore it for yourself the way I restored him in me. It's a restoration thing, the flat earth. You're restoring the beauty that God intended you to have inside of you. Instead of being callous, mean, vengeful, angry, all the things that God doesn't like. The devil loves these things. He wants you to be angry. He wants you full of hatred. People make mistakes in anger and hatred. They make discerned decisions when you've got love in your heart and mind. It's, I don't know, because this world is not for people like me and you. It's not. We are staggered by the lie, right? We are shocked by people's lack of care around us to the lie. We're shocked at everything that Satan's done here. And we yell and we scream about it at the top of the lungs. That's the difference. I've never wanted to preach God so much. Oh, today. This guy come up right as I was leaving the walk with Lewis and Al. And I spoke to him a while back with me long hair. He mistook me for my brother. Right, he literally mistook me for my brother. I said, because we was in the dark, and he looked at me, and I didn't have the long hair, but I sound like Paul. He thought I was Paul, and you know what he said to me? He said, "Oh, I bumped into your kid the other week. He's got his own religion." Oh my gosh, I tell you, he was lucky I didn't. He was lucky I didn't go off on him. I started to go off on him. And he knew I was going off on him about the flat earth. In front of his kids, I was showing him up. Literally showing him up. What's the distance to the moon? Daddy doesn't know. How fast does the earth spin? Daddy doesn't know. Daddy doesn't know anything. It's because Daddy's I didn't call him a drunk, all right. But he didn't know these answers. I wasn't saying to his kids, Daddy doesn't know, by the way. I wasn't saying these things. I was thinking these things to myself. But I was hitting him hard. In front of his kids, he couldn't answer any of these questions. But he mistook me for my... Yeah, he mistook me for my brother and started talking bad about me to me. So he got it. He got a little bit of stiffness from me. But I can't be horrible to him because he doesn't know any better. Jesus said, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. I'm the same. I didn't know what I was doing. I do now. And if I was horrible to him, God would chastise and punish me for it, for sure. I know better. That's what blasphemy of the Holy Spirit is. Because I know that the kingdom of God resides within me. For me to be angry like that would be leaving the kingdom of God behind. Right? Everything I've learned, I'm going to chuck it away. Words is punishment enough, innit? It is though, innit? Nancy Ace. Who the is Nancy Ace? You're winding me up. Nancy Ace. Erotic photography model. You're winding me up, surely. Let me just have a look. Pictures. It's not even famous. I don't even know who this person is. So the answer's going to be no anyway. Let me look at images. Yeah, there's no pictures. It's not famous. Literally not famous. Walking. Oh, I can put this back on here now, can't I? Wait. Let me put the picture back. Yeah, there's no pictures. Yeah, that's not happening. It's not famous. I told you I want famous people. As if you can't tell that's a bloke. You got to be kidding me. Look at the distance in that jawline. Large, low set ears. Thick brow bone overhanging the eye, short sloping forehead, a place to put mamas, spicy mid-bar. It's a cannonball head. As if you can't do this, you should be able to do this for yourself. Bink, it's not famous. I want someone else. That's a request. Idris Elba. You're lucky I saw it. Elba. It's only because I'm looking at the start. I'm just about to go back up. I haven't done Idris, have I? I haven't done Idris. Have I already done Idris? Please don't let me waste 20 seconds of my life, even though I have because I've had to search it. Idris. It's not coming up. I should have put Elba in. I'm going to put Elba as well. Just go. No, it's not there. Right, Idris Elba is your next celebrity. The women are mad for this one. Right, the amount of women that say, oh, he's gorgeous, he's a sex symbol. She's an egghead, is what she is. She's got a 5-head, flat head, widest in the hairline, high set ears, look, arched eyebrows, no brow bone, look, no cheekbone, the long top lip, the small mouth, and a sloping jawline. Maybe had a chin implant. Clavicles. Where are your bones? Explain to me how the female actresses that we just looked at have got bigger, thicker, straighter clavicles than Idris Elba, who's a male sex symbol. Who are these people? They're liars, that's who they are. And they give themselves trophies for lying to you, for deceiving you. Usually the trophies have got a mask on it or some type of body showing. Look, he's holding up mask, look, holding the face mask off because you can't see the mask that is there. It's a woman with a beard, but you can't see that mask, look, that this person's wearing. And they think it's hilarious. They think it's hilarious that you don't realise that you're jacking off to them, that you lust after them. I liked Idris Elba in films. I really did. What's the one with Gerard Butler? The one where they were all criminals. I like that one. That was a good movie. But in realisation that I'm watching women play the main roles and the big-headed men, the cannonball head look with the big teeth and the deep-set eyes. Look how deep-set those eyes are. They're the real men in these films. They're the lead roles. But all the lead roles are... They're acting as men. You do understand what I'm saying, right? they're acting as men. That's what they give themselves these trophies for. That trophy isn't for acting, it's for pretending to be the wrong gender and getting away with it. That's what it's for. That's what makes them such great actors, for these trophies. You understand? It's not for the acting ability alone. It's for the deceit that's involved in acting like a man when you're a woman. And vice versa. Idris Elba, it's a final answer. It's a girl. And his boyfriend has got wider eyes and a bigger face. Explain it to me like I'm 2 years old. Go on, explain those eyes to me. Why has the woman, shorter woman, got further apart eyes? And don't tell me it's regional variations, because they're both African. We're going to go after Idris's Gates. Again, all the girls that I know that think this one's a sex symbol, and I go, it's a woman, and they laugh at me, and I'm like, if only you knew. Would you still fancy Idris? Al, you said it to me earlier on, Al. I'd still shag it, and I freaked. He went, I'm joking. But the amount of blokes that say to me, I'd still shag that fella, who are not joking. Alex was joking with me, but the amount of men that are actually serious, I would still give that one. Well, I definitely wouldn't. And their problem is they think that the woman's had bottom surgery and she hasn't. When it comes down to having sex with one of them, you're going to have to put it in their bottom, and then they're going to put it in your bottom. Are you still up for that, mate? No thanks. Not today. My name's not down and I'm not coming in. I'm not on the list. I don't want to be on the list, I tell you. I've said it many times before. I'd never want to be famous. I'd never want to be a footballer, an on-screen magician like I used to be. I won't want to be any of these things. I really wouldn't. Idris Elba fails forensics. It's a girl, look. Mincing. Did I pick out the gates? I didn't pick out the gates, did I? Oh, we didn't get to them. Sorry, my bad. Let's do them now. Look at the diamond that forms when a woman walks. Rule number 1 in forensics is to watch the knees. Knees together, it's a man. Knees apart, then crossing over, is a woman. Knees apart. Look at the diamond formed when she walks. It's called the flamingo foot. We call it the flamingo foot because it looks like a flamingo when it walks. Look, when it crosses its legs over, it looks like that. And we've got multiple ones, look, with multiple women that have got separated knees. Even this bodyguard has got separated knees. Is a woman. And that's without looking for a full mince. That is just the flamingo foot, look, the diamond. There's your full mince right there. Game over. Idris Elba is a woman. And I know it's hard for you to accept, but this is the truth. And it will set you free from these lies. I'm not in love. Set me free. Let me out this misery. I should have known by that voice that Anastasia was a man. I know now by the way a woman walks, look. Shoulder tilted, leant forward, arms hanging akimbo, wide hips, diamond showing, inline footfall, foot and knees looking at 4 and 8 o'clock. I demand that you learn this subject. I demand it of you. It doesn't take long. Even the most stupid people, and I've trained some stupid people to do this, can see it. They might not be able to see all of them, but they can see it. And again, I don't mind if you can't see all of them, or that it's all of them. I don't mind, but do not say it in my chat, please. I can't stress this enough. I don't allow anybody to troll or muddy the waters on this subject, which a lot of transvestigators are trying to do. Tell you wrong things, show you the wrong people, tell you that this one's a real man or this one's a real woman. I'll tell you now, I am a real man. knitted together by God in my mother's womb. And the fear of God is what makes me do this, you understand? My faith in him also makes me do this, but my fear of God makes me do this. I fear for the whole world that's fooled by these animals, these monsters. I fear for the whole world that's not paying attention, that's going to go down with them all. When God says, that's it, I've had enough, and the show stops, this whole clown show stops, he's going to divide us 50-50 into the lambs of God and the goats of Satan. And these goats want as many lambs to come with them as possible. I'm here to ring a bell, to town cry that all of these people are liars and they're deceivers, and they walk with huge shoulder tilts and crossed legs and diamonds showing in their gaits, and they run elbows out instead of elbows in. There are many markers that we use to discover these people. You only need a few, the main one being the gate. Idris Elba is a woman. Final answer. Look at that gate. I've posted him. Let's cut him out. Let's do another one. Grimsby. Who's Grimsby? Bryce Mitchell. Haven't we already done Bryce Mitchell? He's not really... Oh, Bryce Mitchell's in either Christian MMA. Go on then. I'll let it through. Only because he talks about Jesus. Bryce Mitchell. 2 first names. I don't think there's any gates, actually. It's a woman with a beard. Yeah, we did this one not long back. Images. Bryce. Let's put you in the back file. Bryce. Searching. Bryce Dallas. Right, let's go straight to walking, because that's the punchline. Yeah, there's no gates on Bryce Mitchell. I think I got 1 or 2. I'm not sure. Again, where's your clavicles at? Explain it to me like I'm 4 years old. Go on, I dare you. Explain to me how Meryl Streep or Megan Fox or Samantha Fox has got bigger, thicker clavicles than this MMA fighter. Look how thin that clavicle is. She's got the wonky titties, right? Yeah, the mismatched look. This one's higher up. This pec, this breast, it's not a pec. It's a faux pas pec. Is smaller than that one, look. Someone once told me when I spotted this on Bruce Lee that it's because Bruce Lee was right-handed and he masturbated with with that hand. Well, that would be said for all men. All men would have one pec bigger than the other. It's nonsense. It's because women have asymmetrical breasts, offset, not symmetrical. Men's are symmetrical. Bryce Dallas. Open eyebrows, small ears, small pink mouth and lips, no brow bone, very little trachea and neck. Look, that is not a place to put Mama's Spicy Meatball, is it, look? I'd be lucky if I could put a Dairy Lee triangle in there. Because that's the shape of it. It doesn't look big like the male, does it? It looks like triangular. Because the mastoids are closer together. Because the woman's got a smaller neck. A thinner, smaller neck than a man. Creating this V-line all the way through from the mastoid into the clavicles itself. It creates a triangle. Instead of a circle like the men's do, it creates this triangular one, look. Tighter fitting clavicles. There it is again, look. It's a girl with a beard. He looks like Mr. Beast. She looks like Mr. Beast. We're done. Open eye sockets, high set ears, cauliflower ears, pink lips, sloping jawline. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a woman. There are no gates. Let's check the back file for my meme. We did do Bryce Mitchell, didn't we? Because, oh no, there's no gates. There is no meme. And I'm not making that into a video either. It's pointless. There's no gates. She's not famous enough. Even though I do like the way she talks about Jesus, I've got to admit, like Alice Cooper the other day, impressed me on his thoughts of Christ. But we're done. Look how small them shoulders are. I've seen more meat on a sparrow's kneecap. I really have. We're done. Bryce Mitchell, 2 first names, and it's a 33. Fails forensics, but there's no gates for me to do anything with this person. John Malkovich. Now that is a good request. It's a famous person. It's gonna have gates. John Malkovich. Let's put Malco into the back file. Malk should find him. M-A-L-K. Search. He reminds me of Bruce Willis. He reminds me of Ari Hill. Any of these bald-headed women. There's so many faces that you can put in there because they all look similar. Because they've all got tic-tac shaped skulls. They've got long faces, look. It's not wide, it's long. The head bellows outwards at the top, look. The eyes are open and rounded and close set. Once you become accustomed to looking at this, you'll see the open, rounded eyes, look. Open, rounded eyes. The 5 head that bellows outwards, look. The 5 head that bellows outwards, and then the sloping jawline, pointed chin. And there's your sloping jawline to a pointed chin. There's no neck there either. No trachea. There's a neck and trachea. Now, look at the difference in their faces. Look how wide those eyes are. Bearing in mind this is a smaller picture. Is that Michelle Pfeiffer? Dun, 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 Michelle Pfeiffer. An absolute blockhead on a plinth, look. An absolute Scottish pine tree for a neck. The square jawline that casts shadows is not present on John Malkovich, look. The eyes are close set and you can literally see the shape of the eye socket. There's no brow bone. But this one's got thick brow bone hanging over the eye, look. Remember, the doctor comes in with a sander. Well, it's not a sander, but might as well be a chisel. And chisels away the brow bone as much as they can without going into the marrow of the bone. Remember, they can only take millimetres off this. They wish they could go deep and change it all, but they can't. You didn't bone marrow. You do damage. John Malkovich is a girl. Final answer. My head does not look like a sodding tic-tac. The soft, open eyes of a woman look. They look deranged, don't they? As men, that face looks deranged. And again, look how tight the triangle is. Squashy face, oh squashy face. What are they feeding you? Flathead, eye set ears. John Malkovich is a woman. Final answer. Let's open up that one. Let's see if we can find air gates for you all. Malkovich, look at the state of my left foot. It's a punch ball. This subject, it really is. It comes back and it hits you in the face over and over again for being stupid. There, look at that. Full mince. John Malkovich with a 3/4 length jacket to hide the female lips. They love these long coats. Again, full mince. Look at the shoulder tilt. This one. Oh, we're done. Look at the state of that inline footfall. The Bruce Willis and John Malkovich in the same photo, as if they're both not mincing. They both kind of are. Look at the chicken nom-noms on Malkovich there. You sit like Nikola Tesla. Peter, when's the last time you sat like that? Never! Because I'm not gay. We're looking at John Malkovich and it's game over. We're done. We've got the gates. You can deny this all you want, but it is what it is. The truth will set you free. Malkovich, open names, back file. You should have John Malkovich in there. There she is. Oh, there's another one. Look at this! As if I didn't mind. Wait. I've got to find that picture. John Malkovich walking with Bruce Willis. Bruce. Find. Is that it there? Look at those chicken nom-noms. I'd motorboat John Malkovich's ass. I really would. Look at those chicken nom-noms. He literally creates the letter X in his legs when he walks. Look. Bruce Willis is no better. Look at that. That's got to be one of the best gates I've ever seen in my life. If you want to deny that John Malkovich is a girl, get a load of those gates, those thighs. John Malkovich, there it is. Let's add you to the list. John, are you all right, mate? Do you want a drink? What do you want? You want a toilet? You want wee-wee? You want wee-wee? John Malkovich. Open. And then let's put that on full screen once we let the dog out. Go on then. There you go. Look at the state of that. Come on then. Well, wee-wee, Molly. Come. There you go, mate. There you go, mate. I'm not in love. Set me free. Let me out this misery. It's getting chilly. Winter's upon us. It's winter time. He's coming. John Malkovich, female gate. You gotta be kidding me. Same with Bruce. I mean, examine real women in real life, okay? And then boom, you'll see them on the screen. On the screen, sorry. And it will make you scream. It'll make you scream deep down inside yourself that you've you've been mugged off. You have literally been mugged off all your life. John Malkovich, done. Open. Should we do one more? Let's do one more then. Can't see a name anywhere. Bing, 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 bing. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Pancho, have you any? No, that's not a request. Bryce Mitchell. Bee Gees. There we go. Let's do the Bee. Have I not done the Bee Gees? Have I not done the Bee Gees? Bee Gees. No. Let's put that together. Bedges. No, I haven't. Okay, let's have you. Let's have the Bee Gees, shall we? Bink. Barry. Robin. I don't know. I don't really. I got to be honest with you. I don't give a rat's who they are. Bee Gees. It explains the voice, doesn't it? The falsetto, that ha ha. It explains a lot. Images. They've all got turkey teeth as well. It's how they sing like kettles going off, don't they? We're looking at the Gibbs sisters. Look how close together her eyes are. Look at the five head, the egghead, and another one there. Out the three of them, he's got the closest set eyes. Barry, the big one. I gotta admit, she would have been a very pretty sister, Barry. The other two, I'm not too sure about. I'm not too sure about them two. Barry would have been a very pretty sister, though, I'm telling you now. The Bee Gees. So the clue is in the name, look. The Bee Gees. What does that mean? The Bee Gees. Why would you call yourself the Bee Gees? Well, get rid of the 233s, the EEs. Get rid of the EE. And then you've got the BGs, haven't you? The boy girls. The boy girls. Or in fact, they actually are girl boys, right? The girl boys. Or cowboys, because the cows, the girls, not bulls, not a bull boy, they were cowboy. A girl that turned herself to look like a man. I say this all the time, you know. There is no change in the skeleton. You are what you are. You might look like a man on the outside, but you're always going to be a woman. You are always going to have a womb. You are always going to menstruate. Men can't menstruate. It's that simple. I can't carry a baby. It's impossible for me to carry a baby. I don't have a womb. Ergo, I do not menstruate. They're all women. They've all got eggheads, look. They're all widest in the hairlines. They've all got long faces. They've all got close set eyes. They've all got small dentures. Even though they're big dentures, they've still got small dentures. Dental arches, should I say. The Bee Gees. I don't know how many gates there are on this one. I'm sure I had to go to video to get these bitches. There's a nice one. Where's that from? Find me that picture, because they're all fucking mincing, look at that. Shoulder tilt on that one. Shoulder tilt on that one. Not so clean on that one. Is that them there? Oh, is that what it's from, the video? The Gibbs. I literally look at the size of them pants. She's a tall girl, isn't she, that one? I actually went to this video, I believe, to get the Bee. Let me put the Bee Gees back file. Actually, let me put Gib in and see if I get them on Gib first, because I might have done individuals. And if I don't come up, I'll go after the Bee Gees. Gib. Searching. Is it 1B? Yeah. Oh no, hang on. Let me go back up here. All. And then go to BG. Where is it? It is double B. Right, okay. Let's go forward again. Backward. Whichever. There we go. Let's go to walking. I don't think there's any gates on these bitches. I had to go to that video to get them. Oh, there's something there, though. What do we have? Oh, they're all from Flamingos there. It's not a very good shot of them. We could have done better. That's a nice one. Is that the same photo? That's a different one, is it? Is that a different one? Shoulder tilt again, mincing again. Full mince on. Look at the size of that rump steak. Papa's got a sweet tooth tonight. Definitely mincing. This one from Flamingo, female Bigfoot, full mince. And there. Oh, it's AI. Is that really AI? No. That's someone crouching down, walking with them. It's one of the Gibbs. I don't know who the others who are. Uh-oh. I do believe we're oh, there's a nice one, if that's real. 3 rock musicians with long hair like Bee Gees. Oh, it's not them. But they're all women, look. Even though it's not the Bee Gees, look. They look like the Bee Gees. But it's not them, it says. All mincing. The middle one's got a flamingo, look. A diamond in the middle. Uh-oh. Oh, Melania. And 2 other dudes. Camilla and Ken. Kate, whatever they call him. Bee Gees. No gates. That's a bummer. Brunk. It's a good job I went to video to get them. Let's have a look. Gibb. Oh, we have got them all. I've got them all. I've even got Andy Gibb, the missing one. Go on then, let's put the Bee Gees up. Bink. Look at all those wonderful gates. Well, I'll go through them in a second. Meet the Bee Gees. First one, Barry Gibb. Mincing, 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 mincing. Game over. The skull don't fit. Morris Gibb. Mincing, 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 mincing from the side. Abbey Road. Game over. Robin Gibb. Mincing, 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 mincing. Game over. You do see it, right? And the final one, Andy Gibb. Didn't this one top himself? Is this one commit suicide. I don't know. They didn't commit suicide. If they did, whatever. But there you go. Instantaneous. The Gibbs are all in the club. There are no exceptions, guys. I can't prove this to you enough times, so I will call that a night. Well, how long have we been going? 3.5 hours. What time is it? 11:30, you little douches. I'm have to play some Call of Duty. I'm have to piss some French people off with a riot shield. God's got this beautiful message for you. He wants you to know that you were born into an inside out, upside down, back to front. Oh, I didn't cut out the Bee Gees. Tipsy, topsy, turvy world. Did I put John Malkovich up as well? I've missed John Malkovich. Wait. Oh my gosh. How did I miss John Malkovich? Bryce Mitchell, John Malkovich. Yeah. Right there. And let's bring that back. There. John Malkovich. I've been ranting all night, Anna. I'm sorry. Malkovich. John Malkovich. Create. And let's pop that next one up. Who was it? The Bee Gees, right? Bee Gees. The Bee Gees. There you go. The Bee Gees. Bee Gees. There you go. Annabelle, request done. God wants you to know that you were born in an inside out, upside down, back to front, tipsy, topsy, turvy world. Thank you very, very much for watching. Good night, Annabelle. Sweet dreams, my love. Good night, Amy. Good night, Judy. Good night, Rachel. Did I miss anyone? Good night, Tim. Sweet dreams, everyone. See you tomorrow. God bless. Goodbye. And see you then. Bye.